when I went to the outlet a few weeks ago, I was like, well, I guess I'm out here. I guess. I mean,
Oh shit.
No. That's because you spending your money now.
Right. And look, you look at stuff a little differently. You look at little stuff.
That's different. You spending your money. But then you spend mom and dad money. No, they can't. We spend your money now.
It ain't as lit. It's not as lit no more.
Oh, I don't even like it. I don't even like this store. Where's Nike?
He didn't even say lit. He didn't even say lit. He meant to say, "Yo, wasn't the outlet at one point cheaper?"
Right. What is sales? What is sales?
What is sales?
Maybe because I'm new to the game. I didn't know Crocs were expensive.
Crocs?
Yeah.
Like real Crocs. I thought you go to Walmart, you get a pair of Crocs, $20. I thought in my mind,
those not Crocs.
Those Crocs are expensive.
Those not Crocs
at all.
Those are rocks.
Those are rocks. The same
Those are rocks.
price range. I ain't gonna use it like 40 plus for Crocs.
Man, can't do it.
40 plus, yeah, 40, yeah. 40 is kind of being generous too.
I won't be having the Crocs.
Hey, and I'm not a Croc fan, but I know Crocs are out here.
But I look at Crocs the same way I look at like slippers or like maybe like you know what I'm saying, like some house shoes. Like you go get some house shoes like $10, $15, $20.
Nah, to me, Crocs. I realized Crocs was
like,
when I googled Lacoste.
Yeah, Lacoste. Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, they just out here, and maybe I can go do them. Like everybody going polo and stuff. And I was like, oh.
No, it's the reason why. It's the reason why people ain't doing Lacoste. It's the reason.
Like,
it's the reason
why.
This
is out of my tax bracket. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
I think I had one Lacoste shirt in my whole life.
I had that one Lacoste shirt, and I was like, I can be a Lacoste boy.
Yeah, no, you cannot.
Y'all Lacoste Creek. I don't know what Lacoste is. I don't know.
Lacoste. You know Lacoste. The gator.
Oh, with a crocodile on it.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, I got you. Now I know.
Because you know the thing is, you don't really see it out like that.
You don't.
Even to this day.
People who wear Lacoste are not flashy. They know how much it costs. They're good. I'm not telling you. If you know what Lacoste is, you know how much they pay for it. If you don't know, you're too broke.
That might be something I might have to like in the future go back to because people really ain't out on Lacoste like that and they still around. Like we still
that's like when I learned the difference between Dickies and Dockers. It looks exactly the same. They look exactly the same. But
they're lying.
But the price difference
is astronomical out of this world.
But the thing about Dickies is I always was kind of because sometimes you go to Rugged Warehouse and be Dickies but then you go some places and they like
I miss Rugged Warehouse.
Dickies, this whole suit, this whole thing costs this much for Dickies. Like
yeah,
they be playing the field sometimes. Dockers,
I want my Dickie cards in LA. Probably dumb cheap.
Cheap? What are you talking about? That's all they wear. This is the stock.
Yeah, it is.
It gotta be cheap. It gotta be cheap. Everybody wear it.
Cheap for all they wear.
Yeah, I guess.
No, damn, it might be high out there. Out there,
that's what I'm saying. It's like a high commodity.
Yeah, I don't know.
I miss Rugged Warehouse though. I ain't been in a minute.
Rugged Warehouse was
this shit for poor kids like myself.
It was solid. I got me a good pleather black jacket for that. solid for the winter. I was like, I like it.
Let's get me a shirt from there for the night.
So we go to Rugged Warehouse.
You had Rugged Warehouse before those little the little places where you sell clothes and everything. What the hell they called?
Flea market?
Flea market?
No. Like the little fashion places.
Boutique?
Like you go like trade clothes and everything.
Consignment store?
Thrift store?
Plato's Closet?
There you go. Before Plato's Closet, it was Rugged Warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rugged Warehouse, but we ain't going to CITI.
City Trend.
Man,
there's nothing for me in City Trend. One.
I got some fly ass forces at the Rugged Warehouse. one time. Like on the sneak test, you gotta go find it.
You gotta go.
Rugged Warehouse. Like if we already decided we're going out tonight, Rugged Warehouse is a good.
You get me a like.
We're going to Rugged Warehouse. You gonna stop there and get a good shirt.
You from the
night though. It's only one wear. You only get one wear out of it though.
No, it's one wear, and then it turned into an undershirt. It turned into you just wear it.
After that, it's a one wear. Yeah. One wear, one wash. You can't sweat too heavy.
Because as a nigga,
the deodorant gotta be strong. The deodorant gotta be strong.
The next day, it's going into the hamper. It's going to get a wash, and it's an undershirt now.
So is Birds and Co-Factor the new warehouse?
I think.
Birds go back to business. It's good for like big families on discounts.
That's what I thought it was until I actually went in Burlington and see how consistent sometimes they are. They be really having some good stuff. They have more good stuff than Rugged Warehouse normally do.
That's the difference between now. You don't gotta like Burlington, like I said, consistent. Like you don't gotta go home for treasures. They most likely gonna have it next week. Because
Burlington, especially one in the Ville, it's like when I go to Burlington, I'm like, I'm not trying to go to Ross no more. I mean, I'm not trying to go to Marshalls because even those places, you gotta catch them good. Like, you can go in there 1 or 2 times and be like, I'm over it. Like, I'm ready.
The one in Utah was connected to the mall. It was like a mall store, like a department store, like Dillard's. Yeah, the Ross was too.
Like I never know what Ross sells. I can't go around selling totally different every single time. I never know. What are they? What's the demographic? What's their main thing?
Same thing as TJ Maxx.
I used to work there.
Rugged Warehouse.
I used to work there.
Roses is the same store.
In stock. And so they just get random boxes in with random shit in it. Literally, you just sort it out.
Fuck what you heard. Roses is my spot though, real talk. Roses is my spot, bro.
I can't get it on
the little tie, the little shirt, the little tie. Anytime, bro.
You never had that.
You never did one of those
that came in the box.
Don't
never had that.
Don't be like, I want it. Yeah, I said one time for Easter or some shit.
They got all the colors. They got all the colors.
And they can't
No, I went to Rose's for myself only to get like cheap electronics. Like, I need a red and white cord. Okay, let me go to Rose's. They might
red and white cord. That boy threw it back. We're red and white cord.
You see or something?
We ain't talking about I'm talking about
red and white cord. What?
To a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. That's what I did. But everybody got one of them boxes, and I'm like, don't give me one of these boxes because you're gonna get hurt. Because I throw it away at grandma's house. Like, I'll put it in the trash at grandma's house or in the car.
Roses come through. They get like a little pen, a watch, a little cologne. $5. $5. Man, you good. Everybody gonna get it.
Hey, that pack of socks. Get your pocket, guys. Pack of socks, some drawers.
I've never seen more than 2 people work at Rose's. Like, it's always a cashier and maybe a cashier floating and a nigga.
What else you go to? The one over there off about Boontra? Always lit, bro.
That's what I went to. Right. No.
Daquan used to work at Rose's.
One in the
it's 4 people in the whole building.
That's it. It's 2 people working.
He's lying.
In the whole building. It's 4 people. Yeah.
It's 2 in customers. Like, two is like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah, I say one thing. I never see no more than 2 registers on at one time.
2 registers?
That's the most.
That's all they need. That's all they need.
Why are you getting that long?
It's not. You in and out, Roses too. You in and out.
Like if you need a school uniform, Roses got you need a school uniform.
Now, when I worked at KFC, I did go there and like, I need these pants and I need these shoes and I need that. Let me go get there. I know they got it at Roses. They got the standard essential
resistant shoes. They got the
See, one thing I like about Roses had like the good deodorant and everything, good toothpaste and all that stuff. So if I want to spend some money on a good degree, I'm gonna get a degree real quick.
This shit was always old though. This shit was expired.
And that's why I couldn't make it. I couldn't get there. Like,
What?
I couldn't
The
get
Deodorant ain't
there.
got no expiration date. What are you talking? That's a myth.
It
Okay?
does.
Yeah.
You go there one
It's on the
week,
bottom.
and then you go there the
It
next
don't
year, that
expire.
same bottle will be there.
I had a lot of interactions with a lot of females and never said, "Little Tom, you musty." Never said that.
We're not saying you're not
Nobody-
musty.
nobody
I'm
said
saying
that.
The
deodorant was
I never got there because I go there and it'd be like December 2019. And I'm like,
what?
I'm not trying to get this. It's okay.
And they sell old candy in there religiously.
They sell all the old stuff.
I never got candy from there.
They sell a lot of old stuff. I support and respect Roses, but if I go to Roses, I might as well just go to Big Lots. And Big Lots, and people sleep on Big Lots. People sleep on Big Lots.
Literally, people sleep on it because literally beds in there. That's what people sleep in there. Big Lots, no, Big Lots is real good, though.
And they have done a little bit of upgrading because now they got all the furniture, all the beds, all the stuff.
I got my bed from Big Lots.
Hey, I got my entertainment center from Big Lots one time, so I'm from Big Lots.
Oh,
I had to build it, but
if I need towels or something like that, if there's a Big Lots around, I might go by there, see what's up.
I know about electronics from Big Lots.
Yeah, but one thing about Big Lots, one of their lights in their sign gonna be out.
Oh, fine.
One light in their sign gonna be out. It might be the house, but one of the lights is gonna be out on that side.
Now, Big Lots is a location where I've never seen no more than 2 people working there in the whole damn building. Like I've never seen anybody working.
No, I've seen
2 people. One person on front and one person about the furniture. That's it.
Now in Big Lots, I've only seen up to like 4 people working there. Like 2 people on register, one nigga floating, and that's it. And one person maybe outside chilling.
And Big Lots need to stop bullshit and get a damn truck to deliver this damn furniture. That was be like, hey, you can have it, but we working it to you.
They can do a lot better, but they don't.
On how you get it though.
We'll put it on the side of our big old building that we have.
Exactly. Hey, we put it on the trash can. Hopefully you get it. The truck can get it.
We have enough space for your truck to come get it, but we don't have trucks. We don't do that.
sell furniture, but we don't deliver furniture. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
We get it from the distribution place to the building.
They don't put it in the car for. They be like, we can't do that. That's for us to put it in the car for you.
Like, we'll put it in the back. We'll put it back where we get the deliveries.
They put it out to the front, and then you can put it in the car. But liability issues.
Ridiculous. Exactly. But Big Lots, I mean, they do what they can, I guess.
Are they still in business? And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Some places are just dying.
Like I said, they added, they got furniture now, so.
Yeah, I know my job reconfigured their whole layout. Like, Best Buy finna be Amazon. Finna be strictly online.
But my thing with Best Buy, like I went in there, it seemed like, and just over the years, like it seemed like they just keep adding like appliance stuff. And I'm like, where's the other stuff?
That's their bread and butter. That's their bread and butter.
That's the money.
They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm trying to get
no, because you're a child now. When you get like an adult and you kids and family, you start worrying about appliances and shit.
Yeah.
But even with appliances, that's like a one type thing. You like, we need to get a washer. Okay, but that's not like we'll just go to Best Buy and always get some appliances.
Somebody's buying a washer and dryer every day.
Say it again, Vaughn. Say it again. Say it again.
I'm very nice.
Every day.
Because you know what? You know what amazes my mind every single day, and I always think about it. I'm like in Fayetteville, I'm like, it's so many car dealerships. And I'm like, is somebody really buying a car every single day? And niggas are buying cars.
I need another car right now.
Hey, niggas be buying cars a lot more than I think they are. So niggas must be buying washer and dryers too.
Because I mean, you gotta think. If somebody come in, they buy a kitchen set. That's a microwave. That's a refrigerator. That's an oven. That's a vent.
Dishwasher.
That's $5,000.
$5,000 off the rip.
That's $5,000 off rip.
And you're right, because I just want Best Buy to give me my red and white cord and they think about big stuff, and I'm like, but you don't got a random whiteboard. Y'all took away CDs? What?
And CDs, right? CDs, DVDs.
Maybe I'm just basic. Maybe I need to evolve.
Well, you took away in the store, then you can order them online though.
What CDs?
It's crazy because they took CDs out of the store and put the vinyls in the store. My thing
because it's trending. That's trending.
It's trending.
It's true, yeah.
But the thought of it though, let's think about it. You're removing CDs.
Yeah.
Then almost everybody still got some kind of CD player in their car at least. And putting vinyls in the store, that man, I came on one hand. How many times I sold the turntable?
But
that's including me. That was one time me. I bought one.
Even Walmart got vinyls now.
Because they just hanging them up as art. It's an artwork, not like they're not using the vinyls for real.
And you know what? I think you can have CDs in your store. You just need to like keep it limited, get the top people, and that's
I'm sorry, get rid of CDs. Your CDs are pointless.
Because the thing is, I'll say that, and that's why I'm saying like if it's like a limited amount, if I go in there, I will buy a CD, but I also need to see it.
Play them on what? What are you gonna play them on?
In my car.
Yeah, what's the last CD you bought?
My collection.
KOD.
I probably have a CD player in there.
I bought KOD.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was in tech school.
Mine's all digital. As soon as I get in the car, my phone connects to everything in the digital.
Yeah, because
I do like have to buy. But I got that way too. I just buy the CD.
And me too. Like, and I'll say this as a person who knows I probably need to buy a Big Sean CD, Chloe Haley CD, all them CDs. If I would have went to the store and saw that, I'm like, oh, let me go buy the CD. Like when you go to Walmart, they still got CDs, but they don't even care no more. They just CD here, CD there. They all thrown together everywhere.
Wait. You purchased CDs?
I buy Confessions. I buy Confessions like once every
year.
Like 3 years.
Walmart.
What do you mean Confessions once in 2 years?
I buy Usher Confessions like once every 3 years.
Hey, you got to.
I'm serious. The CD.
Just so I can solely support Usher at all times.
Did y'all ever watch Lost?
No.
I watched it.
See,
I didn't finish it, but I did watch it.
It's okay. You remember on Lost? You remember on Lost, Javon? I don't know if you got that part where the guy kept pressing the button to like make the world go around so it won't fall apart. That's Deontay. He buys Confessions every 3 years.
Every 3 years. Because either somebody takes it, it gets scratched up, or I lose it. I buy it every. Matter of fact, I need to buy it right now.
Or guess what? You need to listen to it. You need to listen to it.
You can buy it on your iPhone.
I like the CD. I like him on the chain. I like him on the disc with a little U chain. I like that.
I like the poster.
I like the poster.
But you can buy it.
No.
Digitally.
Why you ain't hearing them? You do it for the poster.
I do it for the poster.
He want to see Usher.
I want to see Usher. I want the book. I want the book.
Oh, you like the V-cut.
I like
the V-cut.
You know, back in the day with the magazines and you get the full poster.
I like that.
You like it. Hey, I respect it.
I wish magazines would come back in some form. Because I was a King magazine.
Why?
I would never be on King magazine.
I would never be on magazines.
Wait. This is two topics. This is two different topics.
It's not practical at all.
Let me get this. Do you want magazines to be like more popular? Because I'm with you. I think magazines can come back in some form. Or do you want King magazine back? Because that's very. It's different.
I want my life.
That's a different topic.
For my personal use.
I would like King magazine to come back, but I would also like certain magazines. I read XXL. I would actually read it. Like I would read King magazine. I would read XXL.
It's not practical at all, man. It's not practical.
I didn't know.
It's
you
not.
read King magazine? I
read it.
You can't read pictures. You can't read pictures.
They was getting that web traffic for me. Like, you talking web traffic and people going to websites and staying on there for like hours? Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm going through the archives. I'm going through the photos. I'm saving all the good ones. That's what King Magazine was like me. When the cover came out every month, I was there like, I like this. Okay, this one too.
Well, if you didn't know, each girl that was on the cover also had an article that went along.
And that's what I'm saying. I didn't care about the article. And it's the truth. I didn't care about the article. You women out Kane was on the front. I didn't read the article.
Some of these girls are very intelligent as long as beautiful, okay?
Okay.
Some.
Great. I think magazines come back. To be honest, if it's like a limited,
how?
I'm saying if there's a limited.
If you explain to me the point that how you can come out magazine that I can't get on my phone, then there's no way you can make it pop for me.
If Rihanna made a magazine and it came out every month, people would buy it like hotcakes.
But niggas, you wasting more money. It'd be a lot cheaper for the person who making this magazine to do digital than come up with paper and manufacturing, delivering, and everything.
You can do digital. You can do both. If it's like a limited amount, like we're only selling 100.
Make a subscription.
Yeah.
Like Beyonce came out with a yearly magazine or a monthly magazine. Like Oprah do it. She's still selling.
I think the only way to make it profitable if you come out with like all digital content and come out like 10 a year and be like 10 copies. Like you only 10 people get 10 copies.
Supreme could make a magazine.
Travis Scott can make a magazine.
Thank you. Travis Scott can make a magazine.
I hate to say it.
Because guess what? I would definitely buy Astro World, the magazine. To me, it's old now. I mean, it's just like subscription models. Like, think about even OnlyFans. Like, to me, that's all the same. Like, it's just about what you want to get.
And digital, though. You name all these digital platforms, bro.
I'm about to say, why you go there? That's not.
I'm saying, to me, it's like what your people want. Like, people will pay, like on OnlyFans, people pay all this money just to get their favorite celebrity or favorite whoever.
Pictures of naked pictures is too messy, and it's not like it's
too
you get caught easily.
Say your favorite artist did an interview or had something where you only gonna get this interview in this magazine. It's not gonna be digital. It's not gonna be the only way you're gonna get access to this article or this interview is through this magazine. Because my thing is, there's a lot of magazines that still exist. Like
Dreamville could come out with a magazine.
From the person who's making this magazine, right? It's not profit you to make a physical magazine. I mean, it's so many middlemen. You got to hire, manufacture, and all that stuff. I think it'd be a lot easier if you come to the magazine and come out of the interview and make it digital. I promise you. Cheaper for you, and you still get the same on foot traffic. You can add more advertisement onto your site.
I mean, that's it. But there's always going to be those people who want physical copies.
Like I want extra CD.
Well, for the other things in the world.
No, I'm saying, I put it like this, like in the comic book world. Yeah, you can get comic books digitally, but there's still comic book stores. And yeah, prices for comic book stores is going down, but there's still tons of people who literally physically buy comic books every week.
Right, man. You're right. Like I said, every rule is an exception. I don't think in the greatest scheme, I don't see the profit for it. That's why I don't think it's happening. That's why everybody going the opposite way.
Because my thing too is like, I mean, if you get these artists who we're not worried about profit, like a Travis Scott, a Beyonce, they're not worried about money. They just worried about, the impact in the culture and all that stuff. Like it gotta be right though. Like if somebody if Revolt or Diddy came out with a magazine or like, oh, we're gonna get Vibe and try to bring it back or whatever. I think it has a lane, but it can't just be like, go to Walmart, go to the grocery store and you buy it. It gotta be like limited amount subscription. You get it online or like at the Barnes and Noble and stuff like that. But I think it's because it's just a product.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I do think I don't know.
The last thing I bought was Take Care.
We got GQ magazine. GQ magazine come out every couple of months.
Let me go see. I'm gonna get my CDs and see what CDs I got.
I bought magazines this weekend. I bought 3 magazines.
But Fidel, that dream of you having a magazine still happen. You can make it digital.
You can do both.
You can, but I appreciate making money on the digital side. But okay.
Hey, it's not all about money.
Hey, let me know if you need a lead reporter. Let me know.
Great. I appreciate you. I really do.
Yeah, I bought 2 magazines. But my thing about
that's what I do at work, man. I put on my the journalist team on a job.
You can't have a limited edition of something that's digital.
Who's this is a limited edition thing? Like you didn't make much money on the limited edition. You ain't Nipsey Hussle. Nobody paying $300 for your mixtape. Why am I confused?
A lot of people say he got money from it.
No, because he ain't Nipsey. No. Nipsey Hussle. You're not Nipsey Hussle. I'm sorry, you're not.
But Nipsey Hussle wasn't. He was Nipsey, but when he came out with all that stuff, it wasn't like he was. The marathon continues. Everybody.
No. He was so Nipsey. Nipsey Hussle. People get catching up on him later on. But he's been the same.
He was a great rapper and very like innovation, but it wasn't like he wasn't like a J. Cole. He wasn't like a Kendrick Lamar. He wasn't. He didn't have that ownership.
He had a potential. That's why people support him because he's got a potential in him. I'm not saying that y'all can't do that, but what's your potential? And people will buy $100 for this physical copy. Why can you get on digital for it?
I mean, you got to start somewhere though. Everything got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, start with digital. Start with digital. Work your fan base up, and they be like, "Hey, I got an exclusive pictures and stuff that maybe you don't get on a interview. They're not going to be on digital content, only physical. I'm going to make it 10 copies. They're $5 billion a piece. Please support me."
It ain't got to be $5 billion, but if you got because my thing is like I think I watched an interview and the interview said all a person really needs is 1,000 fans.
1,000 fans.
1,000 fans. If you got
Pokemon, what are the Pokemon cards? I know those CDs.
Yeah, CDs. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna buy CDs and still pay Apple Music every month. Isn't it something?
And look, I got
money.
I got money. Wait, the rest of them got the book. Usher is just Usher.
You know, he listens to Usher on a regular basis. That's why.
I gotta get the book back.
What's the last CD you bought?
What's the last CD I bought?
I'm sorry, I get it. What's the last CD you bought, man?
You know, last CD I bought was a gift for my wife. I bought her 2 Alita CDs.
I remember that. Well, that's different because Lindsay are like, it was like freaking trying to find the leprechaun in the hood. Like, it's hard to find.
And them CDs was $40 a pop.
Woo. Yeah, that's because you bought them online. And yeah, our music's all locked up everywhere else.
Yeah.
So that's different. If you something like that, like no rare finds, I understand that. Especially if you're a big fan of somebody, I understand that kind of purchase. But I'm not gonna buy a CD what I already got on my phone because I monthly pay for Apple already. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I don't want to buy something like that.
I bought my mama a signed Mary J. Blige CD too. That's the last CD I bought for her. Yeah, that's the last CD I bought.
That wasn't signed. That's big money. That wasn't that big money.
For her birthday.
For Your Eyes Only. That was the last one I bought. And
I got that one too.
I wish I had the receipt for that.
Oh, all right. You
I'm just saying. I love Jay.
We're not gonna have no cold slander.
And don't call him Jay. And don't call him Jay.
I still have to buy KOD and take For Your Eyes back. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, Fidel.
I just gotta be honest.
So I would disrespect.
Fidel, I'm with you because I got For Your Eyes.
Next topic.
As a gift, and I was like, oh, okay.
You better shut your King Crit ass up before I come over there and slung through this phone.
Wow. I think I got a
Grammy. Do y'all got a Grammy? The Crit got a Grammy? Shut up, dude.
Sorry, why you so aggressive?
We're not doing no cold slander on this thing at all, bro. No cold slander.
It's not slander when you want your favorite artist to just do better.
He did better for you. He's better than his body.
You know, that's all. You just want your favorite artist, to come go harder sometimes.
I don't know what CD I'm missing in his though. I got For Your Eyes Only, Forest Hill Drive, KOD, Born Center. I'm missing one, ain't I?
Man, forget the CDs. Where them bootlegs at? Where them LimeWire CDs at? Where the CDs when you really?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Hey, where them Crosswire CDs at?
I ain't gonna lie. I was making like porn videos. I won't making no CDs. I was going to porn CDs. I ain't gonna lie. I was making DVDs straight up.
I didn't know it was what you acting over here. I didn't know that at all.
That's what I was doing. I was doing.
Well, my thing is, we've all.
Sir,
I was downloading.
Time to download.
3 days to download.
Yes, I would go to school and have it downloaded. The whole for 3 weeks. Yeah, like I'll be like, yo, this just say 72 hours to download. I'm gonna keep it up. I'll put it in my bed and let it download.
See, as a person who was in deep, like I couldn't do it. I didn't have the time. Like I couldn't. It was too many variables for me to download and delete.
I had time. I had time.
I had my worst videos that I had downloaded, and I was like, let's just keep it here. Let's just.
I had time.
Maybe I'll try to find a scene or something, but I was like,
full movies.
Hey, when Hush changed the game.
Hey,
I
brought in a lot of stuff because
Hush changed the game. Like, wait, we got download them now. We can just watch.
Right. Stream.
That's also, to be honest, that's also from a gap of 30-second clips, 15-second clips, like on the right side. Like, we had to struggle through that part.
Had to.
We took it on the chin. But
literally on the chin.
Hey.
When the internet speed wasn't good, you had to do that. You was buffering. Ain't nothing worse than whacking. And in the middle, you just start buffering in the middle. So now you just waiting.
Go back to the same video. I watch the same video over and over. If it's buffering out for 1 or 2, I'm like, I'm good.
If y'all are downloading and burn the seed, y'all ain't gotta do it.
Nah, you making it hot. Too much effort.
Y'all ain't have to do that.
Yeah, you gotta stop, bro. Stop.
All I need to do is clear history, and I'm good.
I had plenty of time. I had volumes.
One time, I had to emergency. I had to pull the plug. Like my mom was walking down the hall, and I'm like, bro, and this is also just in the middle of the day, just watching, not even doing that, just
you just too
watching. Like I was like, oh, is she coming? I had to go down, pull the surge protector out. Like, get out of here. cut the cord, guys. I'm struggling.
The computer was smoking. I had to cut it off.
She's like, what are you doing down there? I was like, I dropped something. Something dropped down here. I had to get it.
That nigga ran the basement. Hit the fuse button and everything.
Oh, I'm in the breaker box here. Let me get. Hey, is everything fine down here? I'm just checking the breaker while I'm in middle school.
That's hilarious, bro.
Hey, he live in the computer room. He live in the computer room. He live in the computer room like Pops on Friday. Hey, don't go in the computer room for about 45 minutes.
Because even after that, when I plugged them in, you still gotta do your due diligence.
You still gotta
go back. Make sure I gotta do all the system checks. I gotta do it.
Hey, incognito mode.
But that's also a newer
feature
3 years innovation. Like there was no incognito mode back in the day.
It wasn't.
Different tab, a different window.
That's it. Yeah. And even then you won't say it.
Have the sound on. Have the sound on, like the screen is don't show, but you're in the background. What's that noise? I don't know.
This computer going crazy. Y'all know what's happening. This computer is crazy.
Yeah, the pop-up error.
The pop-up before. It's a pop-up. It's a pop-up.
That wasn't even me. Hey, Dad was on the computer last. I just got on here. Dad just left me.
You know
that was Dad.
Pop-ups used to be crazy back in the day too. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, probably he was looking at the Cartoon Network, but you got big dicks? Oh, you want big dicks now? Like, yo, whoa, I'm over here looking something totally different, bro.
Hey, once again, if you download it, you have to deal with pop.
No.
Yo, that's the last time I had like you did, bro.
Like stuff like that, they'd be like, "Yeah, just go get this out my room," and then they'd get the wrong CD, or you put it in something, and it just
Bro, I thought it was Triple X, the movie Triple X. I thought it was XX, and I
that's not what happened, like for real.
But it really happened. While babysitting, it was me and my little brothers and sisters. I exposed them to this shit, and I went to the movie to get the DVD, the bootleg DVDs. It was supposed to be Triple X, Vin Diesel one. We all wanted to watch it. We was hyped. All right, mom and dad gone. We need to watch Triple X. We put Triple X in. I want to grab something to drink, come back. It was not Triple X, bro. And they were like, TJ, what is this? I was like, oh.
It was Wet Booties 3. It was that Wet Booties 3.
It was Big Black Bucks Volume 3, yeah.
No, we can't risk that. We don't need those elements. I was like, let's just be digital.
I had to go my siblings. I'm like, yo, that was Rudy playing the game. Don't tell them about it. Don't tell mom and dad that was a game. Don't say nothing. It's a secret. You tell nobody that was a secret.
I will tell you about this though. We talking. I remember having the PSP and going into. I was in Columbia. Went to Atlanta Brand Company. I was like, I gotta get this Wi-Fi. It kept going out. Man, that PSP, it went through. It was like, man, I'm sorry, sir.
I couldn't afford that. We couldn't afford that.
Because it wasn't even like you had the hub and all that stuff then. You still had to finesse some clips on a PSP.
You were living
at the Atlanta Brand Company? That's like Panera? Like, come on. That's just sad.
You like back in the day, you would live on like random, like just a browser, and you just type in like a name, like big butt.
I had a problem. I had issues.
Big titty.
I'm glad Jesus helped me because I had a problem.
You just scrolling.
Like,
bro. My mom used to be at work. I'm like, I'm about to go to Atlanta Brand Company. See you later. Just want to eat. You go for them gone. Fidele's enjoying his day.
He all by himself with the door closed to himself with that PSP all the time.
Man, that PSP, they can bring PSP, man.
PSP was above its time.
If they really do it, they can bring it back, like for real. And I always say that.
I mean, the Switch.
When they bring him back, they make it a phone too.
Nah, bro.
The Switch is huge. The Switch is huge, and it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Just
give me the good quality games. Like I want to see Warzone on my PSP. Like give me all that stuff.
They had a game on there.
Yeah, and they had good games. I'm saying if they brought it back, like do it for real. Like, and you don't have to add all these bells and whistles. Just like give me a solid like whatever's on my PS4 or PS5. Just put it on my PSP. Just start there.
Are you getting new consoles?
I plan to do, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait till about January, February. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give some time.
I heard that Best Buy not selling them in stores. They only doing online sales.
Y'all talking about PS5?
Yeah.
Both either or.
Yeah, I'm waiting till next year.
I know Best Buy doing the whole thing. You turn your old one in, and you get like a $175 gift card towards the new one you want.
That's better than GameStop. See.
Yeah.
GameStop
like $10.
GameStop give you $10.
Yeah, if you want to store.
We got to store credit. You want to store credit?
$10 on a card. Like,
yeah, like what? You got me fucked up.
I tell you this with GameStop too. That is, they give me $10 on a card after I already been through there. Like, oh, there's no games to play. Y'all don't really care about this stuff. Everything's expensive. Like, where's the games to play? Where's all the stuff? Like, and I got to come to y'all. Y'all give me $10 on a card.
Like, you traded in 45 games. You traded in 2 remote controls. You traded in a system. Here's $15 gift card.
What?
And I know I'm kind of finessing too. I know I'm trading in PS2 games sometimes. I know I'm trading in these games. I get it. Everybody.
That's what it is. Everybody.
This also the new Star Wars Fallen Jedi. This just came out like a couple months ago.
They don't give a fuck about that.
Kakarot. It's a big game. Like, come on, give me my money.
$15 for Kakarot.
Hey, work with me. I mean,
and then don't go. Then you have to go to like trade it and be like, trade it. They'll be like, oh, here's a little something. Here's more than what they'll give you over there, but it's not really.
It's still nothing. Once you buy that game, it's a wrap.
Well, Javon, you need to prioritize that PS5, sir. Because you already know your issue.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it here on the podcast because you're putting
your
family's life in danger. You're putting your family's life in danger.
My PlayStation is on its last leg.
It's man.
Last
What's
leg.
wrong with it?
Blow up one day in his house.
I have an original PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4.
Day 1 edition.
I have a day 1 PlayStation 4.
I had a day 1
with a big one,
or Xbox One, but I had it blew up.
So my PlayStation been through several house moves, several games downloaded, transferred, people playing it, just left on for hours at a time.
Use and abuse.
So I've never cleaned it off.
Several jams.
My sons don't put coins in it.
Oh Lord, you can't get it up, bro.
Cards, food.
I've never did that little air sprayer. I've never sprayed it out. I've never done it.
One day they're gonna call him like, sir.
You're abusing it. You're banned from PlayStation products, sir, because you didn't take care of this.
So my PlayStation right now is just like.
And thing is, we talked about this in like March. We said the same thing in March. Like it's gonna be this.
Since March, I have had to physically restall my Xbox 4 times. My PlayStation 4 times.
Restall?
Yes. When I say restall, you have to go on the PlayStation website, download the reinstall software, get a USB, get it to the USB.
What?
Install the USB.
Get squad over here. What is going on?
Install the USB into the PlayStation and then reboot the PlayStation. I've done that 4 times.
Bro, you gotta get it up.
That's too much work.
It's gonna get up and slap the shit out you. It's gonna get up and slap you.
I got a question for everybody, and I mean it was kind of alluded inside the group, but are we ready to give Big Lotto Best Rapper of the Year?
I'm giving it to her.
Not of the year. I'll say Rookie of the Year.
I get Rookie of the Year.
Nah.
Rookie of the Year is not bad. I think I like Best Rapper of the Year. Just of rapping.
Who done better than her this year? Okay. Who done better than her this year?
Rhapsody?
That's what I'm about to say. Rhapsody was really in my mind.
Rhapsody, she had a solid album, and she been on everybody fucking album this year.
I'm pretty sure Big Lotto got more features than her.
Who has she been? How much she been on?
She been on everybody's single.
She was on T.I. She was on Reasons. She was on Busta Rhymes. She was on hers came out. Who else came out in the music? All the major rappers.
I think she got Big. What's Big Sean? I think on Big Sean album.
Big Sean also.
Under 40.
Under 40.
Rapper's not 40 years old.
No, he's saying who's music has she been on under 40?
He's saying like ain't no young people had her on the album.
I'm just saying, you say Busta Rhymes, and I mean, the Busta Rhymes album songs weren't.
I'm sorry, I respect legends in the game. I'm sorry, I don't fuck my legends over.
I'm saying I respect him too, but we were saying, oh yeah, Rhapsody. I could compare that to other stuff.
I'm sorry. Not all female rappers got show titties and ass and check their pussy in the camera for you to like them. I apologize for that.
That's not it. Because Tierra Whack just released a song and I loved it. You know, Big Lotto, she don't do nearly as much as everybody else do.
Ain't no female rapper rapping better than pound for pound, bar for bar, Rhapsody.
She is ahead of the game.
Right, rapping, not showing titties, not showing ass. Don't look at a person. Give me metaphor and bars. Who are better than her?
That's true. Okay, cool.
Good. Okay, yeah. Sticker for her. You can run.
Lotto Rookie of the Year. Lotto Rookie of the Year. She's humble. She's hungry. She can sing too, and she can rap. So I like her a lot.
She got a bright future.
I think Deontay. Me and Deontay talked, and I think he said an important thing. And I think this needs to be a standard for everybody. I think people just need to make more good music. Like, there's a lot of standard, mediocre, or even like, this was good about the song. Even like rapping and all that stuff. But my thing with Rhapsody and everybody else, and this is across the board, people just need to make better music and like start making better hits so they can resonate more with people. Even albums.
Yeah, like Recent album was good, but it won't know like good songs on the album. He was rapping his ass off, but it wasn't no good songs. Like to me, it was just
it was no radio hits. No radio hits. The night you play in the club.
No, not even radio hits. Just a
comprehensive.
Just a song. Give me a song, like a good song. He was rapping. Boom,
Maybe
boom,
I'm old. I'm old nigga.
Okay, for example. Because, all right, so example, I think what Reason tried to do, I feel like J-Rock did it 10 times better on his album. He was rapping and he made better songs on his album. The songs on J-Rock's album sound better than the songs on Reason's album. And they were doing the same thing.
I have to totally disagree.
I'm just old nigga, that's what it is.
No, because J-Rock's songs he's rapping just like Reason is, but his songs sound better than Reason does.
See, but to me, that's two different arguments.
No, how? Why?
Because to me, if you talk about rapping ability, because it's rapping ability and it's the ability to make a song.
Right.
There's a lot of people who have great rapping ability. Kind of that's what y'all saying. Like there's a lot of people who have great rapping ability, but they can't necessarily make the best song. And I think that's what y'all guys are saying.
Right.
But to me, I think Reason is both of those things. Like he to me that's great. Like there's radio songs on that album. Like Don't Stop is a radio, like that's a radio song. Like, I could easily hear that song on the radio.
But you don't hear that song on the radio.
You don't hear anything on the radio though.
Why you arguing with these young? Why would you argue with these kids? They ain't gonna get it. We all nigga. We all niggas now.
I like the album.
Move on.
I like the album.
It's about standards and quality. Like, do we want?
Reason why I say age.
Griselda and Benny the Butcher. That's what makes them so great because they already proven they can rap their butts off, but they also are all growing to make songs and great albums and collaborations and all that stuff. When you have other people who can just rap, I love it. Like even Rhapsody is great. She's solid. I need that across the board to everybody make greater, good songs, like comprehensive projects.
I'm not saying Reason the album on the song wasn't good. I'm just saying he would have had that album of the year if the songs were better than they were. Like the actual songs are better than
that's why I said it's the age thing, because maybe my ears work different than your ears do. Your ears still got a little more molasses on it than I do.
No, we heard the same song. He can rap great. The songs weren't just album of the year material. They were good songs. They just wasn't like, I don't know. They were missing something, in my opinion.
I don't know.
They were missing something. They were missing something. I can't even tell you what it is. They just didn't. It was like he almost hit a home run.
I want Capri Sun.
Kids love fucking Capri Sun, dog. It's just like crack, bro.
I love crack, bro. They are crack, bro.
I love Capri Sun. I
think that's also a different of just like it's a different of taste. Like some people think Future is the greatest thing ever. I would never buy a Future album.
Me neither.
But some people think Sweet can rap. Some people think Sweet can rap.
This is not a diss session. But I'm just saying there's a difference in taste. Like there are some people who really think like who really enjoy that type of music, but it's not for everybody.
I'm trying to do better. Let people just live their life. I'm doing my part.
I know. Even though I do think I'm not going far time. I don't think Sweet's terrible. I think she makes enjoyable music.
No. I think she's terrible. I think she's mediocre, but I think she's really, really beautiful. I think if she looked as bad as her bars are, nobody care about her. She mean the same thing with Miami.
But you can say that about a lot of people. There's a lot of people you can say that about. There's a lot of female artists you can say that about. If Nicki didn't look like Nicki look, would people care about her as much? You know what I'm saying?
Nicki had bars, Nicki had bars in the beginning.
But her appeal was a big part of that. She had bars in the beginning. But her appeal,
I don't know. I don't know if I could throw Nicki in that because Nicki
Monster verse alone. But she can rap, regardless, we don't know. Nicki can rap. I'm sorry, Nicki can rap.
Now I will say, lately, Nicki, the past 3 years, Nicki, we have been. Oh, she looks so good in the video more than man, this is so good.
Yeah.
This is so lit.
But in the beginning, she can rap.
No, I'm not gonna say that's her as an artist. I'm just saying lately. But that's natural.
But that's my point. Sweetie, I've come to enjoy her personality because to me, it's kind of like it's kind of like the Cardi B thing. Like Cardi B is great, but I think what draws Cardi B more than her music is Cardi B personality. People love Cardi B's personality, and then that draws.
Cardi B can make a hit though. Cardi B can make a hit though.
Sweetie has hits.
Sweetie
has hits.
All right, those are hits. Like those are hits. You can roll your eyes, but those are hits. Those are hit songs.
Those are being played at the parties, the radio, online, on TikTok.
Like I watched the interview. She did a Hot Ones interview, and just her energy. Like it was fun. Like
I like her. I like her as a person. I like her YouTube channel. Her mama look good. She look good. I don't want her to rap. I just don't want her to rap.
See, but you're talking about how she looks. I'm talking about her personality. I'm going off of how she looks.
I said all that. I said all that looks and personality. She's a pretty.
You said look good 2 times. You said look good twice.
No, I said her mama look good. I said she look good. Her mama do look good. See the mama? Have you seen her mama?
I don't judge people's mama.
The T.I. album.
You like it?
I haven't listened to it yet.
It was a lot what I heard already, and even T.I. I'm like, where the hits at? Where the hits?
You know what? I don't feel bad because I feel the same way about Ty Dolla $ign album. Where the hits at? Where the hits at?
The second half of that album.
You just hating on Ty. You just wanted to be Jeremiah. No. You wanted to be Jeremiah. That's what you were.
When you say it's not hate, when I say it's hate, I don't understand that. That's not right. Because I'm dark skinned.
What? But you know, like his hits on there. You just don't like the song. You know his hits on there.
No. I'll give it a real listen. Turn it off.
So you didn't even do that.
I got it halfway through it. I was like, this sounded the same long song.
It's the second half of the album that I like. They got me though. Second half.
I should start from the end and go to the top. All right,
yeah.
I reverse it. I reverse it.
Start from
I try it again.
Start from track 1 and you go all the way through. Like
I can't do that. I can't do that again.
Start from the
beginning.
beginning.
In the intro, he was like, "Man, you do beats, you sing, you rap, you do everything." Huh?
He gotta let you know what he can do.
All right, Russ. All right, Russ.
So,
hey, anybody watching it? Go ahead.
Well, I was about to give out some respects. I don't know if we just want to pay respect to an OG right now. Who? Alex Trebek.
Ooh, R.I.P., bro. R.I.P. We're on. Here we're on. I didn't know. I thought he retired from. He was still doing his show.
Yeah, he's still doing the show.
He was still doing the show. He been fighting. He been doing really good, but you know.
Early in the year, they had even before COVID, they had paused the show because he had been battling with cancer for a while.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
So they paused the show because of that. But then he was like, I guess he had got. I don't know if I wouldn't say he was in remission, but it had gotten better. So when he could do the show.
He's been getting better. He's been fighting. It's just, you know.
Hey, wasn't he 80?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You think the show is done, or they gonna bring on a new host?
I think they'll get somebody else. Just like
wait a little bit.
Price is Right. They got Drew Carey at one time, and he's still on there. I think they'll get somebody good.
80 years. I hope
they don't try to. I hope they get a good person, though, not just like a diversity hire or just another white man or somebody. Like, give me a good host that's gonna be there.
You got down affirmative action?
I want a great host that's gonna be there for a long time.
No. Answer the question, black man. You want affirmative action?
You know what? I don't want
to. Was a great start of a program.
I don't want a celebrity. I don't want a celebrity host.
Good PR answer. Good PR. Get Bow Wow.
Great PR answer. What you say, Vaughn?
I said I don't want a celebrity host. Just give me. I want somebody I don't know, so that way I don't want to have no preconceptions about them. I want them just to.
We should get Peter Guns.
You seen that? He also cheaters, bruh. That thing was the funniest.
Peter Panky. What kind of name? Peter Panky.
I was joking at first. I saw the trailer for it. I said, "Yo, he is really the host of cheaters now."
This is a good sketch. This is a really good sketch. Like, who did this? And then I was like, this is real,
bruh. Like, if anybody will be host of cheaters, it will be. The King Cheetah.
Yeah, so I've been through it, so I know what you're talking about. I'm like, Peter Panky? What?
But he's still cheating though. I mean, he's still cheating.
That's how he got on the show. He got caught. They was like, "Hey man, you want to be the host?" It was like, "Cause we don't call you."
It's like, what's our budget? Let's just call this guy.
He said, "What's our budget?"
Oh shit! I died laughing, bro. Y'all watch
the
Dave Chappelle monologue on SNL?
Dave Chappelle.
I haven't watched it yet.
I love how white people get so uncomfortable when Dave Chappelle like talk about them. It makes me so happy.
He said, because he was right. He was like, I can't even say nothing true without a punchline being behind it, and it's so true because even when you say it, even sometimes with you be like, whoa, but then it's like it's truth. If it's truth, it's truth.
I need to watch it, so don't spoil it.
It was good. Watch the monologue at least. The monologue was good. I really liked it.
It was good. It was really good because right before I saw that, I watched the roundtable of last year with all the comedians. Lee comedian was like Don Cheadle, Jim Carrey, the dude from Good Place, the dude from Barry, the dude from Veep, and the dude from Boy Life, whatever. And then just watching that roundtable and how comedians talk about how like it's like being a comedian is really like it's a really fucked up kind of position, whatever, in a way, where no matter what, you're supposed to be the funny person and everything. And then watching that, and then watching the Chappelle thing, I'm like, yo, it's a lot, man. It's a lot trying to make people laugh, especially when you're gonna do shit yourself.
I've been watching a lot of Chris Rock lately too. Chris Rock.
I love Chris Rock.
He was on Jesus and Barrel. It was really good. He was on Neil's show. That was good. Chris is
really good.
Like I've been thinking about just like, you know, the Trinity, the trifecta, and I'm like, I can see why Chris is like Kobe, because he says what he say, and it always sounds good.
Who's Dave Chappelle?
Even though
Chris Kobe.
the witches remake,
LeBron.
Yeah.
So who's Eddie Murphy?
Jordan.
I'm
not denying it. I was just asking.
Even though
I'm talking about this.
I'll put Chris Rock over Eddie Murphy. That's just me.
But some people put Kobe over
Come
Jordan.
on.
Somebody put Kobe over Jordan.
The reason why I can do that line, Eddie Murphy got better movies than Chris Rock. That's only why I can't do that. I love Chris Rock. Don't get me wrong. He's my favorite comedian. But I can't put him above Eddie because Eddie got better movies.
I think we don't really. And
Jordan got better highlights too.
When Eddie come back and like really get out on the road and do a special, and where we get like a series or whatever, because The Last Dance really gave me some insight just how big Michael was. Like we know Michael was.
We was young.
But
he was young.
He was big.
Eddie was on fire.
To this day.
Holding it down by himself on SNL.
I just say one thing about Eddie. Eddie, I feel like Eddie, if you compare all the comedians to serious roles, Eddie's a better actor than everybody.
Cause think about it, like Eddie got hits that niggas don't like. Just a Nutty Professor, like okay, just what? Like
to America,
that's crazy.
Myself,
Beverly Hills Cop.
1 and 2, 48 hours. 1 and 2, like he got hits, bro.
Stuff like Life. Here you go. Here niggas. Here
Life. Ooh, that's a good movie.
I'm just saying,
Life is a good movie.
Dave don't got those. Dave ain't got that. He got the show. The show's lit. The show's a classic.
But they got days though. I feel like they got days that like I don't know if I can put him over Eddie or not. Because if we doing pound for pound for stand up, I'm not sure who can fuck with Dave. If we're just doing stand up, not doing anything else, I'm not sure who can fuck with Dave.
And that's
interesting because and why like it ain't nothing.
I don't know. That's interesting because to me, and this analogy could be a little crazy. I might be reaching, but if you talk about pound for pound stand up right now,
just stand up.
I think of Eddie Murphy like kind of like Mike Tyson. Like he might give you a joke. He could say something and it'd be done. Like it's over with. He'd just talk and I'd be laughing. Like when he was in the Comedian Cars of Coffee, I loved it. It was just I could watch this all day.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it yet.
But I also haven't seen him since the 80s. Like I don't know.
We went to watch Raw. This is Sika when you heard like he's coming on the stand-up special. First of all, I haven't seen you on Raw. You cannot talk about it no more ever again. Not nowadays. he started off like saying faggot and gay and like from rip. I was like, whoa. I said, Eddie, get out there. I don't want Eddie, but I'm intrigued.
And
but
maybe
I can't put Chappelle in the same category because I'm not sure. Even with Kevin and Chris and everything, if you just straight up stand up, I don't know who can fuck with Dave Chappelle. That's what he's really good at. Like,
that's why I put Chris in the Kobe lane because Chris just do it so effortlessly. Like he'll give you because he also produces his own stuff. Like we don't really talk about like the Down to Earths or all the other ones like where it's just like you really just produce your own movies. Like I Think I Love My Wife.
You talk about
Top Five. I love Top Five.
Started featured.
Yeah.
And then he had his own talk show. Okay. And
think about Chris. And think about Chris, I feel like every time I watch Chris Tucker's, when Chris Rock, Chris Rock stand up, I feel like I walk away learning something more. Like learning something. Like being more educated than beforehand. Yeah, I laugh too, but I feel like I was educated also.
And we ain't talking about everybody hates Chris. We ain't talking about Bring the Pain.
I hated that show.
Bring the Pain?
Show.
You don't like everybody hates Chris?
Yeah, what?
It was too racist for me. You know how I feel about racist stuff.
It was
The teacher made me so mad on so many levels. The bully, it made me so mad, bro. I couldn't do it.
But
it's
it
too much
racism. But it was real.
Everybody,
I know it's real.
Funny.
But no, I don't know. To me, racism is not funny. I don't think it's funny.
But even think about sex in the champagne room. No sex in the champagne room.
No
I think the show had this funny moment. It's like when it came to the racist part, I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
I love it. Chris, to me, I put him as a Kobe. Now he did bring up an interesting thing on Neil's podcast. And I love to hear y'all's point of view about it. But he was talking about like how there's really no Eddie was like the youngest comedian, like really popping. And now there's no like young, hot comedians who's really, doing the stand-up scene or just you have people doing those sketches on their Instagram and stuff like that. But I can't think of a young stand-up that's really like, okay.
I like Gerard Carmichael. I like Carmichael. Gerard Carmichael.
It's different now.
Carmichael
the industry is different now.
Huh?
I'm saying Carmichael don't like
different now, though.
He don't like come out and play.
Nah, he don't.
I feel like it's different now because you got I watch a lot of the YouTube people, and I know a lot of the comedians don't respect the YouTube people. I'm not sure why. Like Kevin on stage and what he do for all these people and everything. I like them. My thing is they young, but nobody respect them because I guess they didn't come up the traditional way of comedy. Well, I don't know. I like them, and they pretty young. Yes, sir.
Kev's not young. Also, Kev is 30 plus.
DC Young Fly.
No. I say Kev.
In the sense of being
I say
business.
Kev as an umbrella as all of them because Kev. I feel like Kev's the leader of all of them. But like people Kev put on like DC Young Fly and all of these people, he do this show and everything. He put like a lot of young comedians on there too. But like I feel like regular comedians don't respect them because they didn't come in the regular way.
I like them, but it's like where's the product? Like young is relative. Where's the stand-up special? Where's the movies? Where's the stuff at? Where's the product at? That's what I need to even put you in the conversation. Like I think he has the potential to. I think he has the potential.
They're going a different route. That's what I'm saying. They're not going the traditional route. That's what I'm saying. They're not going the traditional route you're used to with the stand-up and the special and everything. It's a whole different route now for them.
But if we're talking about stand-up comedy, to me, that's the medium. I'm talking about like.
Oh, you talking about stand-up? Stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
but
people
they
that have
do stand-up.
Like all the other ones, like I like everybody like in social and doing that stuff. But if we're talking about stand-up comedy, to comics on fire, got at least a good special. Because to me, I think about like if Childish Gambino wanted to come back and do stand-up, I think it'd be solid. He wasn't bad. He's really funny. He's a young guy who can do something. If DC did a stand-up, I think it'd be solid. But who's really doing
stand-up though?
Who's really funny?
But they do stand-up.
But like Tom is saying, the industry is changing. Like
they do
people not really getting those huge deals no more. People not getting those like. When the last time you see somebody like on like Comedy View, not Comedy View, but Comedy Central? Comedy Central was like a spot where you break artists, but Comedy Central don't show people like that no more. So like
no,
the whole.
I'd say this. I think the stand-up art form and the genre is still here, and I've seen a lot of people, the Amazons, the Comedy Centrals, the Netflix, been giving a lot of these comedian specials, and they just haven't been good. I'm looking for people who are good and great. Even my girl, like Alana from Broad City, she came out with a special. I'm like, man, I watched this young guy on Amazon, and he was just mediocre. Even I watched a girl from I forgot.
A girl from Insecure was good though.
Girl on SNL for a time. Her name started with a Z, but I watched a clip of her stuff like even this weekend. They just not to the level of quality of a good like stand up, like on fire, killing it, got the timing, got all that. I wish we just had somebody like that.
A lot of the artists I named are not looking for that validation from no big major corporate people like Amazon. They're like this Young Fly, for example. When they do the 85 South show, part of that show is him doing stand up. Part of that show, Carl doing stand up. Part of that show is Chico doing stand up before they all come together. They out there doing stand up. They're doing their own way. Now, because of the major companies not coming to them and be like, hey, I want to work with you, they out there making their own money. That's all. That's why I really respect the whole TV distribution thing. Like I said, people out there doing it. It's because the major people don't feel like, oh, this is the next it person, or because I want to endorse this person right here. Like that make them they're not doing what they're doing, not legit.
Respect it, but to me, you could be a great rapper, but you still gotta come out with an album. You still gotta actually come out with songs. You still gotta come out like
no, that's not true. Ask Chica. You know you don't come on the album. Ask Chica. You don't. You build your fan base.
She has quality music and quality songs that she came out
but
with.
She don't have no album of it. DC Young Fly got quality stand-up time with other places. I'm saying it's a different route for it. That's what I'm saying.
But I can say Chica has this great song out, or you should listen to these songs by Chica. They're on her thing. I could be like, listen to the 85 South show. That's
yes.
Like you gotta come out with a product. You gotta actually do something. Like,
when you go to his show, when you go to his, first of all, if you listen to Chicken music, I'll say, all right, let's look at DC Fly and Wild 'N Out. He got a whole Wild 'N Out rear. Look like the best of and Wild 'N Out. Look at the best of when he finds out. And if you want to see stand up, go to his show. They're paying him. People are going to pay to see him do stand up. Even when he did the Wild 'N Out tour, he had a section where he did stand up only, not everybody on the stage. Him by himself doing stand up.
I get that. Where's the product though? You can say
you're talking about where's the special?
Wild 'N Out, he's a cast member on Wild 'N Out. There's a lot of this. Not the DC. If it was like the DC show, if it was like DC Young Fly, this is the stand up, or DC Young Fly, here's the movie. DC Young Fly, here's the show.
He got high too.
But there's not like a separate dedicated medium for him. Like he has albums. I could be like, oh, his artistry, his singing, all that stuff. I can compare that. He has songs and all that stuff. It's different from comedy when you don't package it together. To me,
I think the only difference is he don't record his stand up. He's stand up for exclusive for the people who pay for the shows to come see it.
But my thing is too. But I think, like I said, the industry of comedy is changed. It's shifted because there's not that many. Even the older comedians, other than Kevin Hart.
My girl from Insecure. My girl from Insecure did her special.
Okay, even her. Okay, she's on HBO,
and it was good. It was solid. You can say, check out Ivan's Orgy special.
Amanda Sales.
Okay, but after that, how many people talk?
How many people was that?
How many people?
That was last year, wasn't it?
Exactly, almost 2 years ago now. Yeah.
So
nobody doing it no more.
But
the industry changed. COVID's on everything.
We're talking about two different things. We can talk about Amanda Seales and Yvonne Orji in the concept, in the topic of stand-up comedy. They've actually produced, written, and performed specials. They have like, hey, here's my special, check it out. Other people that we're talking about, they're great comedians. I love them. You don't have a special. What are you talking about? You don't have
before they had those specials, you know what they was doing? Having shows, people come out there to watch them do stand-up. That's what I'm saying. It's a process.
I agree with you. I'm with you. But you also have to take the next step to form an actual product.
I don't know. I feel like the industry is different now. I feel like there's a lot of young people out there doing their thing, but the OGs don't respect them.
I think they get respect, but a lot of people ain't doing it. Like a lot of people are like we said, like I'm glad you brought up the Yvonne Orgies and Amanda Seals. Mal, what's up? What's poppin'?
He's not gonna let that camera back. He want that camera.
Like those women like that, like they are producing, performing, have a special. They can be in the conversation. I love DC Young Fly. He does stand up on the show. I love all that stuff. I want to go to a show. That's not the same as you putting out a comedy special and me being like, oh, this was better than this person's special.
Yeah. I feel them.
I need you in the conversation at least. At least in the conversation. Because even think about Kev on stage. I love Kev on stage. Where's the specials at?
You're right. Like I say, I think when they about Kev on stage, all his content is all within house. Except because nobody hiring him, so he's doing his own thing. He's doing his whole Tyler Perry thing.
And I support it. I just wish we had, and maybe it's my thing about stand-up comedy in general. I wish we have a better crop of people, actually people doing some stand-up comedy, like more of it. Because I agree, like there's a lot of people who I'm like, dang, I would love to hear some stand-up comedy or for them to do more. And it's just not there. I mean, you got to wait for a Dave Chappelle or a Chris every blue moon, every 5 years or something. Like Kevin Hart just be pooping them out and nobody be, we just accept that, but we really don't talk about those. To me, those are like.
Yeah, when he was dropping that shit was funny as fuck. I don't know if it has like rewatchability, but it was funny when it was out.
Like those first 2 or 3, that's when you were like, yo, it's lit. But then like the last couple 3,
it's still solid, but it wasn't the best. You're right. I still like it.
Yeah, I just wish, I just want people to do a little bit more. Maybe everybody just across the board. If you're rapping, make some good songs. If you're doing some stand-up comedy, make some good stuff.
Step it up.
Right.
I'm not entertaining enough. Step it up.
Like, there's a reason why I'm still listening to Tiana Taylor album and Big Sean's album and Chloe Haley's album and not, some of these other albums that are out here. You gotta
Big Sean's a good album. Big Sean's a good album. Tiana Taylor's a good album. Listen to that again. Just Ray has an album so far.
I'm waiting for the Drake album to drop. For real. That's what I'm waiting for.
I need Drake to come out and talk that talk. I need Drake just to be the album.
I need another single.
And I know Certified Lover Boy, but I need him to be like, I'm that nigga.
I need another single. I need to figure what direction he's going with this album. I need another single.
I don't care.
Ain't that Laugh Now Laugh? What?
Laugh Now Cry Later? That is I think that is a single. Yeah.
We need Drake. And I'll say this, and I wrote this on Twitter, like, Childish Gambino, he popped back up on Twitter talking that talk. He's like, season 3 and 4 of Atlanta coming, more magic is coming, music and all that stuff, and blah, blah, blah.
He said nobody won't be able to see them other than The Sopranos. I was like, big talk, okay.
But no, the thing that got me, did you see him talking to like, oh, I'm listening to this right now. I like these people right here. I'm like, you talking like Jay-Z. You talking like Jay-Z.
No. The nigga found his cell phone. It was lost for a long time. He said, well, I can see him on Jay-Z level. I can be on his baby Jay-Z level.
You got young niggas talking like Jay-Z. To me, I'm like, I want somebody to poke the bear. Like, I want somebody to come at Jay and like just bring him outside.
I don't want that to happen.
Childish Gambino was young, but his talent level is surpassed all that though. Like, he might be young in age, but his talent level is ridiculous, bro. He can do a little bit of everything. Saying.
I need people to be on their jobs because niggas ain't playing games out here.
You right. I feel you. Hey,
and maybe just the thing for tonight in my one request, I just want Jay-Z to come back and do something. Maybe that's it.
Everything will boil down to Jay-Z come back.
I don't.
Like, who can talk bad about Jay-Z or try to beef with Jay-Z that make him be like, you know what? I'll do an album. I'll do a verse.
If Kanye put out some good music, this Kanye, I think he'll do it.
I don't even think it's that.
I'm done.
I think Jay-Z is connected enough to the culture where if like some of these young boys really start like spitting, and he feel like, oh, these niggas really talking, like coming at the throne, like not saying coming at him, but like coming.
That's what I'm talking about.
Some of these young niggas really start.
It's Drake.
Jay-Z gonna start pulling. I ain't talking about Jay.
That's what I want.
Because already you see like you talking about the Griselda, like Jay-Z likes that camp. He likes the Griselda camp. He so say they start moving even higher up in the chain. Like you have some of these younger guys start moving up. Hey, Jay, like, oh, I can't have and it's like New York, it's like people keep the thing about people keep saying about it, like, oh, we got that real New York flavor back. We got that real New York. So they're like, oh, real New York nigga. I am New York.
They gonna lose, man. They gonna lose that fight because Jay-Z gonna get in that little pocket he be getting into, and then you don't.
Jay need to come back out. That's the talk I'm trying to have, just to be like, Jay. I mean, I understand like you the nigga, but you can't just be on the nigga forever. Like you gotta maintain your.
My nigga, everybody might gonna be in that conversation. So like you can't count out Diddy in that conversation either.
We talk about real considerable people.
Speaking of Diddy,
Diddy.
Have you heard his son music? King Combs out like new single. Cartier.
I like King Combs. King Combs is good.
He sound like big. He sound like Pop Smoke though. But
I'm talking about like the Drakes. I'm talking about even the creatives like Childish Gambino, even J. Cole.
They don't get smoke.
And then I also want these kids to start disrespecting him because they might not know really Jay-Z. Like I want them to be like,
man, they don't get smoke. Speaking of smoke. I got a quick question. It's a little off subject, but not really. Are we done with the black artists that endorse Trump?
You talking about Lil Peep?
No. I don't know what that is. The only one that surprised me was Q. Q and Walker. I didn't see that one coming.
When you say done, to me, I relate it. It's just about having that relationship between celebrities anyway. But it's like, I wasn't like, I'm not caping for Ice Cube. He's not influencing me. I love Friday, but I don't care. Nigga, like, but also I'm like, I'm keeping that in my brain. That's information. Thank you.
Download it.
Thank you, sir. Like Lil Wayne, I'm like,
why did he do that?
You want to go down?
Why did he do that?
Lil Wayne been that way, bro. Like Lil Wayne living his own little world.
Yeah. Lil Wayne. That's it. But you gotta think that is Wayne's fan base. Wait for the last almost 10 years. That's Wayne's fan base.
Yeah. And Wayne, and I understand Wayne. Wayne's so rich, he's no longer a black male. He is a white Caucasian. So if I'm white Caucasian, then I will understand why I was so like, oh, Black Lives Matter. White people been nice to me all my life. I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, he's been rich for a long time. He's
been rich since he was 13.
He's been rich for a long ass time.
Has he been rich though? Is he?
He been rich since he was 13.
He got more money than me.
I'm just saying. I just heard that he won't get paid. That's
okay. Even if you're not getting the money, you should be getting.
He won't get paid for a black man. He won't get paid for a black man.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's interesting. I think that's a new issue that we have to deal with as our generation because previous, like think about Josephine Baker or like Anita Baker, all the big people back in the day. They had the people who were standing up like in activism or just being really vocal. That was their choice. But other times, like people were just singing their songs and just trying to live life, like just trying to get on with
that. I'd rather you do that and keep it quiet. And then you be like. This is what I want to do.
What exactly am I supposed to do with that? Like, am I just going to be like, I hate Lil Wayne and God bless him and forever? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, I don't look up to him for anything anyway. Like, I listen to the music and I pray it's good. Come on. Now, if you go and rap and you start talking crazy, I'm like, I'm not listening to it. But Lil Wayne is not my president. I don't care about that nigga. He another nigga. Like every other nigga.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't make celebrities your heroes. Point blank.
Because, bro, I've been disappointed before.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, we've had our heart broken.
You need heroes in your life. They can be a hero.
Kanye has broken my heart several times.
Ain't no celebrity that's my hero. Ain't no celebrity that's my hero.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a hero, but he also was
nothing wrong with that.
Somebody that you look up to like a role model or like inspiration or something like that. Like I did have like those role models, and Kanye was like kind of one of them. But when you just go off the deep end, that's when you get that place like I don't look to you as a person for modeling my behavior.
Validation. I don't know about validation. I respect you and what you've done for me in my life, but I don't seek for validation. No.
Exactly. Like what? I'm not sitting out here wearing a Lil Wayne T-shirt or Yeezus. I'm not. I'm good. Like maybe one time I would have. Maybe one time I would have bought your merch or did all that, but now I'm good. I'm fine.
That's why I don't buy
There's
merch.
a lot more merch I can buy.
I don't buy merch.
I'm on to one artist right now, and if his artist let me down, then it's over for everybody. But I still got one artist that I'm proud of and probably I'm a fan of.
Who?
You know, Cold World. What talking about? J. Cole.
How did you feel like that? No name situation?
But even with that, like I'm a fan of Cole.
I was cool with that.
I'm a fan of Cole as a person.
He said what he said. She said what she said. Why couldn't he respond the way he wanted to? It was different. He was picking on her. She called him out, and he just responded to what she said and explained himself.
I think about the no name situation. I think it's two parts to it. I don't think J. Cole did anything wrong. He had a right to do whatever he wanted.
If anybody did anything wrong, it was Chance the Rapper.
He didn't do anything wrong, but the thing about the no-name situation, which I was like, come on, Jay. Like, just telling especially a young female, like, this is how you're supposed to do it, and this is what you ain't supposed to do.
She did the same thing to him. I think that's double standard because she did the same thing to him.
That's his opinion. He can't voice how he feel. He can't do that.
She said something to him. She said,
that's the first
you
thing
out there.
He's not where he can do whatever he wants. That's his opinion. But my thing is just like, who are you to say? That's just my question. Like J. Cole, who do you have the rules on how to answer properly and do all this?
But who is
did you question her? Did you question her?
I questioned her.
She said the same thing he said to her. She said to him.
Also,
she was like, "You supposed to be the king of new rap, and you man out here." Go ahead.
Did she tag him?
Okay.
He got some type of way about it.
In that case,
I'm gonna say this because you said this, I'm hurt.
And in that case, then the same will apply to her. He didn't go on him at all. He said you had her at all. No one time. He said
like
no.
Me today,
body nothing.
If I wrote, like I was talking about on Facebook today, I was just like, when's the last time you grown at church? And I really was gonna put, there's a lot of Dollar Tree preachers out here. That's not like specific to anybody. But if you feel offended by that, and you might be a Dollar Tree preacher, and you come to me like, well, Fidel, you did this, and ain't that the way you supposed to do it?
But that's not the same thing.
Did he say her name though?
She was talking.
He did not say her name at all.
Did he say her name?
We're talking about J. Cole.
Did he say her name? Did he say her name?
But what she said,
there's
only a small group of people who fit that demographic.
Kendrick and Cole.
I don't know.
There's only literally a small group of people who fit that demographic.
Hey, Fidel got to look at me.
I'm saying for what she was talking about and the rappers and their responsibility, she could be talking. There's a lot of rappers out here has more responsibility.
But you looking for excuses, bro. You looking for excuses, bro.
That's not. But that's the whole thing. The whole thing is said niggas, these top niggas. So she already qualified. Top niggas, whole catalog. Be about black life.
Of the new school.
Of the new school. So we limited. These are qualifiers. Top niggas, new school. Album quality is about black plight. Who are these people? But they not out here. So when you use those, deductive reasoning, she's talking about a certain type of people. And then, to me,
she's not talking about Drake. She's not talking about Drake because Drake don't got that kind of concept music.
We know she's not talking about.
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Period.
Two people talking about.
I think.
And she wanted that smoke. And J. Cole said, I got time today. And did it the purposeful in the most professional way.
And he didn't say her name. He didn't say her name.
I think we're kind of, you got it. That's a debate in itself because to me, like, if you are right, that doesn't even mean like, if you get hurt feelings and you want to talk about it, that's on you. You chose to me, J. Cole was like, dang, she talking about.
But the same rule applied to her.
I don't like your tone. Let me say something to you, little black girl. Fix your tone.
Oh my God, that's what a black person is. Oh my God.
Okay, I got one question.
Because it's not even the nature of what she said. It's how she said it. That was his issue.
So I got one question. Say it wasn't her, another person, but it was a male, sent that exact same tweet out, and J. Cole's responded in the exact same way, would it have been an issue? If it was two dudes.
No, because women.
Okay, so it doesn't matter then. So
patriarchy. No, I'm saying it wouldn't be big because of patriarchy.
It's because it's a girl.
Society is life. It's not gonna be as big because it's a man. I'm saying for me,
that's why it's the issue. The only reason the issue is because it was a woman.
I'm telling you, it's the same energy for me. If he came out, who is out coming being like, you better check your tone?
Rap does that all the time. Rapper do that all the time.
Who are you?
But then nobody had that same energy. But nobody had that same energy for her when literally the next week she came at Beyonce.
Come on, let's be honest. I'm not caping for No Name. I've unfollowed.
Yeah, you are. You literally doing
I asked about the
You're literally doing
No Name situation.
Vine, show the cable again. Show the cable again, Vine. Put the cable out. That's what you're doing, bro. You trying to say that? You trying to say
no,
bro?
I'm talking about the J. Cole and No Name situation. I'm not saying J. Cole is wrong for what he did. They both were expressing their opinions. My only issue was, why are you coming at this? You're talking about a young rapper girl on Twitter publicly. I just don't see the maturity, and maybe it's just me trying to give a little more to J. Cole. The maturity level.
No,
why in a song?
Could you sexist? That's why.
Are you coming at her tone? To me, it's not even an issue what she said. You didn't have an issue what she said. You just got upset that the way she said it. I think it could have been a better.
But 99% of the time, it's always
let's talk about this. Let's talk about
tone is always more important than what you have to say, though. Tone is always more important.
That's a real, but let's be clear. That's an actual conversation. We can have that conversation. Like, people don't want to have that conversation, but the way you say something is a lot more important than what you say a lot of times. And a lot of people don't want to say, "Oh, you shouldn't check a woman's tone." But that's
man too. But man too, though. Man too.
But if a person is saying things in a way that's irate, then hey, man, come to the hey.
If you're a true feminist, you came out here the same way you came out any other nigga, and that's what he did. Like, yo, bro, your tone showing disrespectful.
Her tweet as a disrespectful or irate tone.
I didn't say that.
He literally said,
because
you niggas
we're
rap about Black Lives Matter, but don't not show about it. You literally question my credibility as a person. Well, look, that's what you're doing. What? She literally said these niggas out here rapping about Black Lives Matter, but when something really going on with black people, they're not out there marching with them. I'm paraphrasing, but this is about what you said.
So basically, you're calling me a culture vulture, in a sense.
And a fake, and a fraud. And a fake, and a fraud.
But I can't.
Y'all niggas are calling yourselves that. Y'all niggas are calling
yourselves that. For that, at this point in time, you refuse to see it. At this point, you put the blinders on.
Y'all are. I'm saying there's a big reason why y'all adding all this extra stuff onto it. I don't think controversial.
I'm paraphrasing.
All that stuff. I honestly don't think that's what No Name was talking about. I'm saying.
What do you think?
No Name.
What do you think she's talking about?
Her opinion on Twitter in a tweet. My thing is, it's my mom. I'm about to call her back. My thing is, I get what you're saying, but also as J. Cole, who was a senior statesman in the game, you took this tweet and was like, "You need to check your tone." All this stuff. How many disrespect? Look, because let's be honest, disrespecting J. Cole is a regular thing on Twitter. So, like, how many niggas have you gotten that just based off tone? You sat down with Lil Pump. You couldn't give a call to No Name?
Well, first he dissed him first.
Lil Pump was disrespecting you, and you didn't want to.
He dissed him first.
No Name a call?
He dissed him first.
Deontay, he ignored you, Deontay. He ignored you. Don't worry about it. He ignored you.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm about to. Don't leave. I'm about to give the chat over to Deontay. I'm about to call my mom back.
Don't give it to me. Give it to Tom. Shit, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want that responsibility. Shit, don't give it to me right now.
Hey, anybody watch anything good? Anybody watch anything?
I finished watching Lovecraft Country.
Talk to me about it, baby. Talk to me about it, baby.
Man, boy, that's the best. That's the best show I've seen in a long time, dog. That shit right there, boy.
HBO, don't miss.
You know, I think Fidel problem is. I think he's light skinned. Cause like he don't like it either. He don't like that show. He don't like that show. He don't like J. Cole. He don't like angry light skinned boy.
That shit had me.
First of all, the episode where not Hippolyte with Ruby turned to the white lady.
What?
And she was peeling.
Special effects in that movie, bro. That TV show is crazy good.
I couldn't get over how she was knowingly having sex with this white woman in the white man body as a white, and she was repeatedly doing it. Like this is
they were fucking each other while she was peeling off. It was the craziest thing in my life, bro.
What?
It's so good. In a way, just the way they intertwine, like the magic, the racism, it was so good.
Like, it was so good.
And then the lead dude, like I've never for somebody I've never seen. Like, I've never seen him.
You never seen him before?
I've never seen him before.
He was in the Bloods.
What is that?
With Chadwick Boseman, the Five Bloods.
Spike Lee.
I haven't seen that yet.
That was really good. Yeah, he was the son. He was the crazy guy's son.
Yeah, but I'm saying for me to watch a show starring a person I've never seen before, and to be immediately like, yo, this guy is great.
Yeah, he good.
Like I believe everything he did was believable. Like,
that he looked black too. Like, he looked black. Like
he
big nose,
black.
big legs. Yeah. He looked black. Not one of those. Oh, might be what? No, you're a black man.
Yeah.
And like in the show, like you have seen, like I hated Montrose at times, but then I finally I understood why Montrose was doing stuff he was doing, but I still hated him. But I understood, and it was like I hated Atticus at certain times. Like Atticus, what are you doing? Like why are you doing this? It was like
you can tell. Like when they go on the show, you can tell they had a budget, and they took 4 vendors of that budget. Like they got all the top-notch actors, they got all the top-notch special effects and everything. Like. They did their thing on that movie, on TV show.
They ain't like
the movie, honestly.
Yeah, they ain't like on nothing. They ain't like on nothing.
And the fact that it was a period piece, but I don't like period pieces. The fact that it was about racism, and I hate racism, and they still had me in the whole time. Because you got Javon, I was like, I refused to watch it. Because Javon was like, is that racism? I said, if racism in it, I'm not watching that shit, bro. But Javon said, get past it.
It's heavy racism, yeah. It's heavy racism.
Racism is heavy.
The scene when they were trying to get out of town before the sun went down.
Yeah, that shit. My heart was racing. My heart was racing.
I said, Ashley, I don't know what's scarier. Running from the sheriff or the fucking vampires in the woods. To me,
I don't know. Yeah, they was equal because the end result was gonna be the same. The end result was gonna be the same. Dead.
They made going 23 miles per hour seem so intense.
Oh my God. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Get out the town. He's like, I can't go because I'm getting put
Yo, like Fast and Furious ain't got nothing on this.
Nothing on that.
Nothing. But my girl though, track star. That bitch run the whole track star. That's how you run. That's how you look at this right here. If we ever in trouble,
that's how you supposed to run.
Run like that every single time.
That's how you run. That's how you supposed to run.
That's how you was gone, bro. That girl was gone.
That shit was good.
And then I like it had horror, it had sci-fi, it had fantasy. It was like
they was
dancing.
Oh yeah.
That was creepy.
I was legit. I was like, this is creepy.
And that was the Hippolyte episode too. The Hippolyte episode was really good. It was very powerful.
Yeah. The only episode I didn't. The only episode I felt like was a filler episode was the Asian woman on the episode. But I understand it. But I understand it. But that's the only episode I was like, this episode could have not. But they needed her for the end, so
you gotta bridge it. I loved it. You gotta bridge it.
I told Ashley was like, I felt kind of bad for the Asian chick, and like then I realized I said I understand why you were so angry. Ashley, like, what you mean? I said, that bitch was trying to kill me, bro. Like, you trying to kill me, bro. Like, that's why you were so mad at me. You trying to kill me. Like, I don't care about accident. I almost died. Get out of here.
Right. Get out of here, bitch.
If she was fine, though, would you risk it all?
No.
If she said, like, all right, I can control it, and they won't be on to you.
No.
The first time she fucked with you, she controlled it.
A couple times.
Yeah.
It's plenty. No, bro, no.
you ain't tried it?
I'm not doing it with you. It's plenty. I go around the corner and get one. No, I'm not doing it. No.
Around the corner. But you know what I didn't realize? You know what that is? That's old girl from Real World.
Yeah, she's acting. You know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know. I looked
She
it up
had this for a long time. She had this for a minute.
Yeah.
Now, so for the Javon, would you try it, or would you risk it?
I mean,
she was fine though. She was fine.
Hit me with that now chakra.
No, man. No. Let's
go. Hit with him Say she got control of the tails, you know what I'm saying? I could be getting some off, and she could use one of the other tails to do something else.
No. Yeah, to kill. To kill you. To kill you.
And what are y'all talking about?
We talking about love.
Nah, you don't want to know about this.
Oh, because this is a anime free zone. All right.
Hey, don't diss anime.
Wait,
what?
Because everybody watch anime but you.
I know. That's why I was like, I can't.
You don't want anime for that?
You don't.
I love that.
You've watched it several times.
That's crazy.
You know the fun thing is how everybody all of a sudden they're watching Dragon Ball Z Super.
What?
How everybody in the world all of a sudden they're watching Dragon Ball Z Super.
It's so bad.
I thought everybody been watching Dragon Ball Z Super.
Dragon Ball Z Super is trash.
Dragon Ball Z is trash, period.
I like Dragon Ball Z.
I love Dragon Ball Z.
I did try what else is better animes out there. I didn't know better.
Yeah, that is true. It is one of the bottom tier animes.
Hey, I'm a novice. I'm not caping. I'm not saying it's better than Yu Hakusho or whatever.
It should be called filler episode. That's what it should be called. That Dragon Ball Z filler episode.
You can throw Dragon Ball Z underneath the jail. But underneath Dragon Ball Z is so bad.
Now we're not accepting. I'm not accepting Dragon Ball Z slander. We cannot, give it.
There's so many more better animes out there.
But it had cultural impact. It had cultural impact though.
All right, don't act like you wasn't trying to draw Dragon Ball Z pictures back in the day.
I was.
Dragon Ball Z is the Sugar Hill Gang of anime. Okay, it's the OG. People.
I wouldn't do that.
You better respect it.
Dragon Ball Z was forced on our throat. We know what it is. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z like crack. It invaded black communities and destroyed the black communities. We had no choice in it at all. Now we got older and we realized crack is not good for you. So we moved on.
You could have changed the channel. We didn't know. You could have changed the channel.
It sounds like
that I know.
It sounds like a choice.
Listen, crack. I like it. No choice.
You could have changed the channel, man.
No, you couldn't.
That's all you did. Tsunami was like, here, bro.
That's it.
Hey, fact, it is true.
Because especially in Tsunami, they try to look out for you because it's like, here's the first one. You get the first 2 episodes, Dragon Ball Z, you got to go to sleep at 10, bro. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I used to run home from the bus stop so I can catch it. I used to run home from the bus stop so I can catch that shit.
Like, come on.
I'm like, bro, the bus running late. Bro. I need to come on now.
Don't act like the Cell Saga didn't hold you down through the winter, bro.
Nah. When I talk to other anime people, I be embarrassed because I watch Dragon Ball Z.
The entire winter. That's the problem. The Cell Saga took the entire winter.
Naruto long too, though.
Naruto a little better, but it's trash also.
Naruto ain't trash.
Dragon Ball Z is like Kanye West. Like, you like the old stuff, but you just leave it alone.
No. It's not like Kanye West.
I'm just talking.
It's not like Kanye West.
A student fan. No. For Derek, come out the window.
Mr. K,
can you hear me?
He is hot out the window. He is gone.
Can you hear me? Out the window. Go to ambulance. We done out the window right now. Get out of here, bro.
I'm still testing stuff for the podcast. I'm still testing.
Okay, you still testing? Okay.
I just want to see when we do have anime talk. Where's the
we should use that hop out the window like to be a theme. Like when somebody hop out the window, we gotta all say it. Like you hopped out the window.
But the only person gonna be doing this is Fidel, so let's call him Fidel.
I'll be hopping out the window. Everybody hop out the window. Everybody hop.
No,
I'm the only person that hops out the window. Okay.
I don't. I stay inside the house. I stay inside.
I'm not gonna hop out. Like you never been out the window. Like you got down there. Like I don't do it.
Hey, let me back in.
Javon don't care. He was like, I'm hopping out the window.
Javon, he live out there by the window.
I live on the balcony. I got a blanket. I'm out here. Like, what's up? At any time.
Deontay.
Sometimes I ain't even in the house at all. Like sometimes
it's like a diving board. You just like
no, Deontay, he always fall. He never fall out the window by accident. He don't even know you out the window. I'm out the window. I'm out the window. Again, he was so serious. But
Deontay one of them like when they be like, "Oh, your friend's gonna fall off, jump off, you gonna do it too." And Deontay one like, "Damn, I really jumped off. Like I'm jumping."
I fall.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, the one thing
when I do jump out the window, I stay out the window. I just keep jumping out more.
You gotta go all the way. Has anybody seen any like the new TV shows that's come back on?
No.
Blackish.
The one thing I find like interesting, like some of these new shows that's come back on, like my wife, like she watches This Is Us and like Good Doctor.
No. Y'all watch This Is Us. Don't try to flex.
Okay, we try to.
My wife watch.
Excuse me. Javon out the window. Javon out the window. Out the window again.
Javon out the window. He trying to get us, and he trying to get us to come with him.
No.
With them. That's the only time I ever with them two.
Don't flex. It's okay.
My wife. I
The interesting thing is like all these shows, because their shows are they're real-time shows. So now all these shows have COVID episodes, basically.
Yeah.
So which makes me wonder, when y'all was writing these shows out, did y'all have a whole season written out and just COVID happened, it was like
no, they ain't have nothing. They didn't have
nothing.
They had an outline, but I think they was like, oh, let's really write. I think it's worked out too because they was already.
But some shows gotta address. I think some shows gotta address it though.
Yeah,
it's so big. You have to. I think
it's still going on.
I've seen clips of This Is Us, and I'm like, man, they really do it in a good way, where it look a good practical, but in a This Is Us way. Because I've seen some places where it's just like, oh, relationship now because of COVID. I'm like, this is kind of weird, right?
And it just me, or do y'all looking at social media and looking at everybody out and about partying loud? I'm like, yo, is the pandemic still going on? Why am I the only one suffering in this house? Everybody's out there searching.
I'm gonna take the mask off.
I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to jump out the window.
This is the time to do it because I'm taking the mask off right.
I'm tired of being in the house, dog.
Me too. I'm like, y'all must say fuck it and go out there too with everybody else.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm going to do. I'm sorry.
It's Florida. Florida got you on.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it here. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it here.
I'm going to report.
I'm not doing
the right.
I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of it. I want to go.
People in the restaurants partying, had a birthday party. You know this our birthday? Nothing at all. Cause I'm trying to be respectful of pandemic shit. People out there having birthday parties, no mask on, in the club dancing.
I haven't sat down in a restaurant.
Miserable in the house, and everybody
I haven't sat down in a restaurant since March.
But let me ask you a question.
What's that? What's that?
So the mask supposed to protect you from getting COVID, correct? So why can't I go out with my mask on?
Because one, the social distancing guidelines, people are not even following those.
If I have my mask,
but two,
if I have my mask on.
But two, also they're encouraging people to do less than more because the spread is still happening. There's a lot of people who's not wearing that.
Are still sick and dying.
But if I have my mask on,
I think the word.
math is it's not 100%. First of all,
but that's how they market it though. So
also,
they market it wrong. That's the
if somebody
problem.
has COVID, if they touch you or their hands are like germs on their hands, guess what? You now have COVID.
So it goes through your pores. It goes through your pores, like.
Deontay, when you out there, you let us know. You get it when you out there. You come back, give us a tutorial.
I just want to know how is it transmitted exactly. That's all I want to know.
There's a reason to keep
it's an airborne disease.
Oh, so I have
There's a reason to give people hand sanitizer.
Breathing in.
Or touch it. If you touch it, or touch it.
But
only your mouth. Yeah.
No,
even though your hands, it can live a certain point. It has a certain shelf life on like surfaces, including your hands.
So if I put hand sanitizer on my hands after I go somewhere, but I don't touch my mouth.
I don't Are you trying to make it logic of you going partying? When you get sick, I don't want nothing to do with it.
No.
Nobody Tom me. I'm good.
I don't know.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Florida open. Florida open.
Let's answer the questions.
Where would you want to go?
Okay.
Florida's open. Everything open. You go anywhere in Florida.
I'm not going out here. Nowhere. I'm not going out here. So I'm coming home, right? So if I decide to go to a bar at home, and no matter bar.
Fat Daddy. Okay, you going to Fat Daddy?
I'm not. If Fat Daddy is the destination, and I have my mask on, correct, and I got my hand sanitizer on me, and if I touch something, boom, hand sanitizer me, and I got my mask on. How am I getting the disease?
How are you drinking?
I don't know, man.
I pregame before I go there, and I don't buy no drinks at the bar.
So are you dancing with people?
No.
What are you doing?
I'm cooling in the corner like this.
So with your mask on, and so if you're cooling in the corner with your mask on at Fat Daddy's, what about everybody else who doesn't have their mask on?
But I have my mask on though. Don't I have to breathe it in?
I understand that, but don't you see there's a greater risk that if you take off your mask at any point or any transmission that you might get it? Because nigga might come like, hey, Deontay, what's up? No mask on.
I have mine on though.
He's like, hey, do your thing, bro.
No, I'm just trying to get a clear understanding of how. So the mask don't fucking matter. Do the mask matter or not?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. But it's like a condom. It's like a condom. It ain't 100%.
It's like a condom, but
it's 99. But it's some of them, but not all of them. But
they don't 100% protect against STD. You can still catch STD from condoms.
You can get 80 condoms? Like, I'm like, if I have a condom?
No. I don't know. I ain't trying to.
Transmission is still skin to skin. They're still,
Just put a tip in. Don't put a tip in. Want to skin to skin.
I understand more education. I think there's more education.
And I'm asking a question. That's it. I'm asking a question.
I'm just saying, big picture. Joe Biden. I know you're listening. Invest in some marketing education. We need COVID education.
I don't think I have used one since I was like 19, probably. Maybe something like that. It's been a long time.
And the thing with COVID, and we just jump into it, like it's super easy to transmit. Like I moved in with my parents. My mom got it from work when everybody was doing whatever they were doing. And she still got it. And that's just a risk that's why I'm saying, like, if you can work from home. Even you can take all the precautions and still that one or couple times where you just speak to somebody in the hallway or take your mask off can come back where me and my mom was asymptomatic, but my dad's still in the hospital now.
Yeah.
And to me, Fidel is the biggest case because Fidel was king.
Was king in the house.
King in the house.
Living
life. That's what I'm saying. That's
born in the house.
By my lonely. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, even Javon, I went over there like maybe 3 times this year. Like, of course I went over there and hung out, but it was a point where I'm like, I'm not.
And my thing is, if he still got it. So he in the house.
Exactly. So he's in the house and he got it. So if I go outside, it's the same thing. I'm like, he don't got it.
But I'm saying I got it from like when I moved, my mom got it first and she came back and transmitted it to the house. So even if you come back and get it, think about your kids, think about your wife, think about going.
It's
also a 2-week incubation period. 2 weeks until a kid can just pop up like, what's up?
All right, D, I'm gonna put it like D. You in the military? I'm gonna put it like this. In the house, there is a 25% chance you may get shot. In the house, you still can get shot, but it's very low.
It's very
but
low.
If you go outside,
nigga get shot in the house.
But if you go outside, there is a 75% chance
you gonna get shot.
And then also, if you hit the block, if you go to, I'm not just gonna say the Merc, but if you go to like Yakin or something like that, like you go to a place and it's like, oh, I ain't supposed to really be here. There's an 85% chance that you might get shot.
But here's the thing, though, living in
Lake in the Pines.
But I'm about to get funny real quick. Living in Fayetteville, those are the odds. And guess what? I was on the Merc, I was on a Yakin, I was on Bragg, it doesn't matter. So
I'm just saying, when you ride on Fruitvale, it's a 75, 70, 80% chance you might get an accident.
And I was on Fruitvale 24/7.
I'm saying, but that don't make it like
he ain't never scared.
I understand that.
Good night. Good night.
But at one point, I don't want to say assume the risk, but assume the risk.
Say good night.
Malcolm, I love you so much. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Because if COVID never goes away, if COVID never goes away,
all right, go away.
That means you can never safely see anybody. If COVID never goes away,
but you can test it
all the time.
There's a way to manage and fight COVID. I understand what people are talking about, but you can't just be like, oh, it's gonna be like the flu tomorrow. It's a lot deadlier than the flu. Because we also don't have adequate testing. We ain't got enough money for support. Niggas can't work. Like, it's different from the flu.
And the thing that people really are thinking about is, what are the COVID side effects? I'm talking about once COVID is done, COVID has left your body.
Yeah.
What are the side effects of? I've had COVID. I had COVID 2 months ago, but I still don't feel right.
Because I'm trying to say we should isolate Fidel. Just to make sure you don't mutate to anything else.
So when I come to Fayetteville,
bro.
When I come to Fayetteville, can I not see Fidel?
I did a bid.
When I come to Fayetteville, can I not see Fidel or Javon?
You see Fidel at your own risk. See Fidel at your own risk.
Deontay, that's different between you've been in the house, you've been chilling, you might have had a recent test or something, and you going to Javon's house. That's different between you being like, I'm about to go to the bar. I'm about to go to Fat Daddy's.
That's
like that stuff is like me. I went to Javon. I've been going to Javon's house.
And I
went to my grandma's house, but I also know I've been on lockdown and going just these specific.
Bro, I haven't been nowhere since. Bro, probably like October last year.
Sorry.
Because I'm in Utah for one, and then COVID, and then the baby was born, and then COVID happened. Then I was in the house from March until I came here, and then I haven't been nowhere, so I'm not worried about me transmitting the disease. And if I go to y'all two houses, I hope I don't get the disease coming to y'all house.
Because even when you come to our house, we still have to be smart. Like even when I went to Javon's house, it's not like me and him were like even on the couch, like the couch where the two seats. I usually sit on one side of the room and he sit on the other one. Or even
did you have your mask on?
You ain't supposed to be on top of each other and stuff.
Of course
no,
not.
we didn't have masks on.
What? I can't be on top of Javon?
That's
what you telling me right now? I can't be on top of Javon?
I'm saying if time comes, you can't be on top of Javon like you usually are. You got to give some space and let it go, all right? And even if we had, I think we could, like us four, we could have a jam or something at Javon's house. But I will also be like, well, let's wear some masks at least, or at least have some distance between us.
I want to do a trip next year.
Huh? Hand sanitizer on deck.
I want to do a trip. I want to do a trip next year for the summertime. Get like a B&B for all four couples.
I'm down.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I put a little money into it. Like I said, like somewhere really big, so everybody have their own like areas of the house with a nice B&B.
I'm with it.
Like, D, I'm with you. I understand. I'm so sick of COVID. Like, I'm ready for me done with. Like, COVID has ruined so much stuff in this year. Like, this is a light episode, so we ain't gonna get into it.
And the reason why I got to that point,
because one is episode. I need to talk about all this stuff. I think just to talk about the COVID. I think if we talk about it, we don't have to be like later on, be like, we hate this thing. We still hate it because everybody been trying to be nice and stuff. But I'm over COVID
because at work, right? My leadership said if I was in contact with a person with COVID, say just had COVID, right, and I don't have no symptoms, I still gotta come to work. If I have COVID and I'm asymptomatic, I still have to come to work. I'm bringing COVID to the workplace.
Sir, the military don't care about you.
I understand that. I know that. So and a thing came up, right? So this dude girlfriend went to go get like a test, right? So the leader automatically said, I don't care if she positive, you coming to work. So he like, but like if she positive, I'm positive, then y'all positive. So the whole squad about to get.
We all positive.
And now
I mean, if 2 + 2 = 4. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so and then that person was like, I know it's serious, but y'all not handling like it's serious. Nobody should be going nowhere.
That's the problem. That's the layers that need to get fixed, because it's layers like that. Because even when I was suspected, like I had just in my test, like waiting for the results. I'll call because I was just that past weekend. I went to go see my grandma, and I came up here to see Sierra. And I was like, "Hey, you might want to go get a test." And they like, "We can't." She couldn't even get a test unless she had confirmed symptoms, and I was like a confirmed case. Like, so not even just to double check or to do the due diligence. You still can't get it, and I think that's the stuff that need to be fixed and resolved. Because at this point, testing should be so easy where anybody get a test. It should just be so often. Because to me, that's the main thing to get people back to doing stuff. Me, I would feel more comfortable going on an airplane if I know everybody in this room got tested and we're all not positive, but we're still wearing masks. I get on the plane.
Exactly.
I say
that COVID app.
I say one thing. It's about to be out the window. Get ready. I feel as though it has been some positive things with the whole COVID-19 thing too. I know. With me personally, like. I know I didn't mean my relationship. Me and that's I thought we was good, like we was close with everything. But being forced to be with somebody for 24 hours, 7 days a week,
that's
we
true.
learned about stuff that like our relationship is better than it's ever been. And we went through a lot of like through the whole pandemic thing, some rough stuff, like some real peel back the layers. This is who I really, really am type of shit. And like it was dark. It was dark for a couple of days, and like we really talked through that and got through it and really got closer than we ever been.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'll say to this day, like to me, I thank God for COVID, because the worst thing from COVID is like the deaths and the hospitalizations. Like that's real stuff that's really affecting people. But as far as me personally, like I've grown. Like me and my relationship with God has really gotten deeper. Me just getting healthy, like for real, like having time to go work out, not eating Chipotle 5 days a week and all that stuff, where I'm like, dang, I really gotta, it was even like a fight to be like, man, let's just get up and take that shower and shave and brush those teeth. Like other times, maybe you didn't have a chance to, or I just woke up like, man, I gotta drive 30 minutes to go to work. I'm so over it already. When it's like, okay, now you don't got to do that. How you feel now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm flourishing. I'm flourishing at work. Like I said, like what is COVID? It created a position for me to have some longevity, some like.
Yeah, because I think.
Sorry, my bad. Longevity, stuff like that, and the career and everything. I don't know. Like I say, I feel like it's some positive thing. Don't be wrong. I feel like it's more negative than positive because, like, I just hate being stuck. I hate being like, and I always thought I was a homebody at first. You ain't homebody until you stuck somewhere, and then you really like, oh no, I hate this shit, bro.
And me, I'm still, and that's one of the things that helped me out because I'm still a homebody. Like I used to love just, I'm getting paid not to come into work, and I can just chill and work on whatever. Because especially stuff that happened with my job, there was 3 weeks where I was still getting paid at work, not have to go into work, and still just left up to my own devices, like to work on the business and stuff. And me just chilling was great. And it's really gotten to this past, like this whole time I've been wanting to go out, but I just had to make my home my peace because man, it's been And now is where I'm really feeling it, where I just like, man, I will admit, like, I want to go to a concert. I want to just go out to just sit at a restaurant with other people and order drinks and eat food and talk. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is killing me. But it's really helped me too, because it's like when I can do it, it's gonna be even litter. Like when I go to Dreamville Fest next year or go out and link up when we just go out regularly. Oh, I'm already turned up now, but I'm be
the thing, but it might not be gone next year. It's no thing that's showing us it's gonna be gone next year.
That's the crazy part, honestly.
But I guess I'm just living on like faith and patience. Like when I can do it, it's gonna be worth it. Because I feel
like it's possible. To look at the other countries. A lot of countries have 0 cases and they know how to fight it. I feel as though now if we get new people in the office, they're gonna handle it better than they did before. But that's the main problem. The way this government handled it, that's it. Half motherfuckers was saying masks and the other half was saying no masks, and like it was no
because they made it a political. Because they made it a political thing. A mask became political. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's stupid. Like it's crazy. Like, but it is. Hopefully now we got new administration. They can really get the ring of it. But it's possible. Other countries have done it. There's no cases at all and living their best life. So I know it's possible for us to do it too.
And that's the thing about it. Like I understand what Deontay's saying too. Because even people have been like, next year we're doing this, and I already got the trip and all. I'll be like, I don't know, but it's also like we just haven't done it good. Like Tom is saying, like, have we really effectively fought COVID like everybody else and put the resources into the money into it? Like, no, I think we can get back very quickly. It's gonna take time. It's gonna have to be phases. But you also got to do the work. Like you got to do the testing. You got to get people the help that they need. You got to provide like money, like the stimulus money and all that stuff.
You have to.
They gave you that $1,200 and said, "God bless."
Like, if you really want to see how bad it is, I knew COVID-19 was bad and everything. But I was watching it because now all like the main network shows are coming in, so all the doctor shows are coming in, and they all doing the same thing with COVID-19. I know it's not real, but a lot of the cases they do are based on actual things. Just watching that, like I watched The Good Doctor, and the first season they started with the COVID-19, and they showed it slowly, like from day one when it was just like a rumor, and then first week of quarantine, second week of quarantine, and when the pandemic really, really hit, they seen those people like dying and the system they're going through, and the doctor have to be separated from their families because they are around all the time and they can't really be with their family. And that thing was like it was surreal for me to watch because like about it and actually seeing it. Like even if it's like a fictation TV show about it and seeing it, that shit was crazy, bro.
Bro, and it's just like I've been watching that stuff like the New York Times and the Washington Post been having even just the news in general. They've been like going into these units and talking to the nurses, and they've been going through because they've been doing this since March. They've been just
since March.
It started.
It really got surreal for me because also getting COVID and being like watching the news and be like, oh, I'm a number, like I'm a case. That is me, but going to the next level where I had to walk in and see my dad in the ICU with tubes in him. I'm like, I'm in the news right now. Like I'm actually in the COVID center where you can't go in and the doctors are telling you like, oh, for a COVID patient, this is critical. And when they say for a COVID patient, that means it's just standard for a COVID patient to be this critical. This is not like it's still a life or death situation, but it's still like, people have improved from here, but it's just like, oh, COVID is really it was surreal for me. Like just going there, seeing my dad like that, like one, but then two, it's just like, oh, I'm in the news. I'm actually in the news area where they go and be like, hey, look at the COVID area. Look at the tubes. Here are the respirators. Here are the ventilators. And that's what the thing that gets me about, like, and that's why I really haven't been on Instagram like that, because Instagram, people living life like COVID is not here. Like the brunches, the party. Let's not talk about the city of Atlanta itself, but people out in Charlotte, people are going to Fat Daddies. I'm like, don't risk your life for Fat Daddies?
I'm like that's.
Hey, the wings is fine though. The wings of Fat Daddy is fine.
You can get them for pickup, nigga. Are they probably just? And the thing is, you can get them for like, we're not even talking about people that get for pickup, doing what they're supposed to do. Like I've seen people who Fat Daddies has been packed. Like you see on Instagram, people are chilling taking pictures. I'm like, y'all really for fat daddies? For fat
I saw somebody partying on the timeline today, like just partying up, like in a restaurant or a bar, like no distancing, nothing, like as if it was 2019 or something. It was like, yo,
and it's crazy
like,
because I give it too, like the influence and these newer celebrities and stuff like that. It's the same. Like I think it's a level of responsibility, especially in a global pandemic, that I wish everybody had, but. It's tough when I watch the light-skinned Keishas, like, just faves or people you follow. They just out living life, like, not caring. Oh,
yeah.
I'm T.I.
And
I'm
it
at
gives off
my
the
album
illusion.
release party in the club, and there's no mask, no nothing.
It gives off the illusion that the COVID is not real until it's slapped in the face, like, oh, damn.
Because I tell you, as a nigga with COVID, and me still have to function and go in someplace, like go in and out and be cautious, there's a lot of people who have to work with COVID. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people with COVID out here, nigga. There's a lot of people out here with COVID that still got to function that they are not telling you they have COVID. Like they're trying to do their best precautions, but they're outside still have COVID. And I'm like, it's like there's a lot of people who have COVID who are ashamed to even tell people that they have COVID. Like,
it's like my brother's wife, Nate. Connie had COVID or has COVID, and his job was like that's his wife. They live in the same house. They were like, nigga, you gotta go to work.
Exactly. That's like they like, no, nigga, you gotta come to work. Like what?
Like you gotta come to work.
Like my kid daycare. Weird. Like my kid daycare got shut down, and I told my leadership that, and they was like, well, something got to shake because you still got to come to work. I'm like, well, my wife is a nurse, so she is mandated. She's necessary, so she has to go to work. My kids, so who gonna watch my kids? I don't know. You gotta figure it out.
And that, to me, and that's the biggest part for COVID for me, is not sorry for me. I've been good. Me and my wife been good. But like just dealing with the kids situation, like
they're gonna be stupid.
I have a guy at work. Every day he has to come to work late because he has two small children. One's like one sports health thing, and the other one's like 9. And so he has to come to work every day because there's nobody there to get the kids ready. So literally, and it's a bad situation because really it's like if DSS was to come or somebody would have come, he loses kids because there's literally nobody there.
Yeah.
But it's like he don't have no choice. He can't not go to work.
Right.
And so it's just like those kind of crazy situations.
And I feel like that's where the government's supposed to step in and give you assistance. So through a pandemic, so you can be able to get through this time. Like it's not my fault. Like, bro, like I had like what?
And I was kind of surprised, and I just hope it gets better. But I was kind of surprised, like the lack of empathy, and it's kind of like people been not caring about niggas, but it was just crazy just to hear those stories of being like, well, nigga, you better figure it out.
Right?
Or,
what?
You got asymptomatic, you still working? I'm like, it's a global pandemic that's killing niggas. And then it's like killing a lot of black people, killing a lot of brown people, killing a lot of other people, older people who got even people that we know or just those pre-existing conditions. Like that was a big thing about my dad. Like he's also had pre-existing conditions as a vet. So it's like people can't. If we had better healthcare before, it'd probably be better now. But even now, you still don't have the adequate empathy, but the adequate resources and healthcare and support that you need.
And people thinking like trying to get over.
Yeah, everybody get over.
That's one thing I'm glad that my job is very woke and very like people for it. So I appreciate that because they was like to the point where our CEO and all our chairmen took a pay cut just to make sure like everybody because they didn't fire nobody. They say you can take furlough, but we'll keep your insurance. They kept it. They didn't make no money coming in, but they were still covering all the insurance that they pay for throughout the year. And the way they pay for that, our CEO and all our chairman took a huge pay cut to pay for everybody who's on furlough. Insurance and everything. So you got sick, you still able to, but so you still got unemployment, but if you were sick, you still be able to get covered from your job and everything.
That shouldn't be mandated.
Something like that. And anytime like the whole principle of Breonna Taylor thing happened what's going on, to let people take off of work because you need a day something to yourself, really going on with it because they really care. And it's crazy because we got like our own Best Buy page for like Best Buy employees and everything. And that's when Best Buy put information on. They were saying like, we understand the injustice in America. We stand with Black Lives Matter. If you need a day to yourself, to deal with the results and everything. You can take a day, nobody don't pay, but you won't get in trouble for it like that. And there was so many racist white people on there saying like, how can Best Buy do that? How can Best Buy stand on the political stance like that? I'm about to quit this job. My thing is, this kind of political stuff to be outside the workplace and everything.
It's not even political though.
Thank you. To me personally, I read those and I laugh my ass off. I feel like it's a funny thing to work to me. But like, I really love that if a guy got a job that really care about their people and really understand, like, they really put people first. A lot of companies say they do that, but this person I've been with a company who actually really practice that and really like, yo, we understand y'all, we got y'all, we understand the world's fucked up, we don't support crazy white people at all, we support the Black Lives Matter, stuff like that. And I was like, wow, it really like, and they really do some shit there.
That's what this year has shown me. Like, you got to stand on what you support, your values, and that, because like, even those people that's getting upset, like, if you getting upset at that stuff, we don't need you to work here. We don't want you to be like, you do your own thing. But you got to stand flat-footed and be confident in like, here's the people, like Black Lives Matter, or just hear even some support for COVID. And there's a lot of people I've seen where it's kind of surprising that some people that I thought would be doing it, not doing it, but it's also on the other side, I see like just that compassion, but even just people being effective. Like, I needed this reset. This whole thing, last year, I thought I had a great lit last year, but then I also, at the end of last year, was like, I'm going to do exactly what I did this year, which I didn't do nothing. I literally was just living on the wing and a prayer, not really being specific. And this year, I really had the time to like rebalance, get myself together, get my priorities right, invest in what I like. And it's really been helping me. So I think you really got to stand on like what you believe and your values for that. And then also, if you don't like the job I was working, they wasn't standing up for people. So what I'm going to do, because also I'm not going to be, it's about decisions. Like, I'm just not going to get caught up in the system with y'all. I got to do something. It's going to take a lot of courage, because I know some people can't leave their job, but what can you do? Like, maybe this is the time you got to leave your job. Like, it's tough decisions where people got to make, because niggas ain't caring these days at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of not caring, you got to edit that part out about the military, because I get in trouble. So my freedom of speech has been infringed on. So I forgot about that.
We running a little late.
I miss the days. I miss the days when people agree or disagree. I mean, because there's plenty of time. I don't believe what you believe. You don't believe what I believe. But I feel like it'll never be so much hate. Like, I don't gotta hate you. Like, I can like you as a person, but not hate you. Even if you find different politics than I do, I don't gotta hate you. We can still coexist. Because politics is not 100% of my day. Politics is barely 12% of my day. It's like something that I have beliefs in. But my thing is, why can't we just disagree? Like, there's plenty of people in my lifetime that I worked with that have been the total opposite of my religion, total opposite of my beliefs and everything. But still, we were able to coexist. Because at the end of the day, you realize everybody's American. We all humans. Everybody want the same exact thing. You might want to take different routes to get the same destination, but we all want the same exact thing. Just protect your family, make enough money so you can live a good life, and and really keep to yourself. Nobody, honestly, don't want to hurt you intentionally. I just don't understand why it's so dark and nasty now.
I wish people had more.
I gotta log out. I'll catch y'all next time. Deontay signing out.
All right. Yeah, this is the last. Yeah, I got something to say, and then it's going to be like the last thing. But I agree with you. Like, I wish people had more like boundaries, or at least being like, that's how you feel. I'm not going to let you affect my side of the grass or my home.
Yeah.
Because people will take what you say now. And even me, you have to, of course, it's a process of maturity and stuff. But like, even now, I hear some people and talk to some people, and I'm like, I can talk with you and disagree with you, or especially about religion or whatever, and be like, okay, I'm going home. I'm living my life. Like, God bless. This conversation helped me or it didn't help me, but I don't care. But a lot of people now, it's just like, you said what? You doing what? I'm like, huh?
You're like, why I gotta be my way, your highway? Like, why can't you agree to disagree? Like, my nigga, because I'm not living your life. I don't know what you're going through in your life when you feel that way. Why can't I all right, that's how you feel. I feel this way because I live my life this way. Why can't we coexist? I don't understand.
People don't believe in compromise. People don't believe in compromise. People don't feel like they should have to compromise anything that they feel, their value. They feel like this is how I feel, The whole world has to feel like this. And it doesn't matter if y'all don't feel like this. If you don't feel the way I feel, then I'm not gonna listen to you. I don't care about your opinion. And like I have,
That's stupid. That's so ignorant. That's how you never evolve like that. You never evolve like that. Because you don't know everything. You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. That's how you learn. You learn because somebody educating you, schooling you and stuff.
You're right. I think a big part of it too is inequality. Like, there's been a group of people who've felt that way or felt offended, and they also had power to change it and influence and do other things. There's a lot of people who's been upset or feel some type of way about something, and they just been subjected to whatever. It's like us having these conversations about COVID, and then niggas still got to go to work. When you have somebody else who could just call the police on you and be like, "Come get this black man because I'm upset and I'm offended." I think it's a lot of factors to it, but I think the main thing is just like, bro, we can have conversations, we can disagree, but everybody need to mind their business, keep their hands to themselves, and just go about their life. Like, you trying to hurt people don't help. You trying to take down people don't help nothing. Why don't? Because if anything, I thought that everybody at least wanted to make sure everybody is safe and alive and okay. I thought that was a bare necessity.
Nah. One thing I can say then, like I said, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
On everything but one topic. Racism. You can't agree to racism. No, that's one thing.
Because you can't get away from truth. Let's just be honest.
It's a line on it. But racism got a line. Either you're on this side or on that side.
I'm fine with that. Because my thing is, if you tell me you don't like you come to me like, hey, I don't like niggas, that lets me know you don't like niggas. So my thing is, now I know how to deal with you. So now I'm not even gonna. So I'm cool even with that. Just let me know where you are.
Yeah, I agree with that. My thing is about truth. Like, how many people really say that? Like,
nobody.
With the racism thing,
no. Before, nobody said that. Since Trump got in the office, that's the problem. A lot of people are more bold and more ballsy to say it now. Like, oh, I don't like this black person because they're black.
To me, I feel like when we start debating on the truth, like if we say there's systematic racism or this is racist or this person actually said this and they used to be a Klansman, I don't know, whatever. Let's not get away. Let's all agree on that truth. You can hate me, but that don't mean we got to fight. But that also means you can't try to finesse me either.
But in 2020, the truth means nothing. I mean, it's sad to say because
that's the issue.
Because when you got a whole group of people who believe in like flat earthers, you got a whole group of people who believe in flat earth. You got a whole group of people who believe in just random theories.
The earth's not flat.
So you have what is truth anymore? You can't even truth is.
The earth's not flat.
And that's the thing. Like, I've been searching for truth every single day since like March 16th, since I got home. Like, this whole year with COVID, like, and if you can't, because that's the reality, that the shared reality we should at least be at. Everybody, this is true. Like, the sky is blue and all that stuff. But when you get those people, when you give too much attention to those people, and those people are louder than everybody else saying, sky's purple, it's this, and you suck.
Yeah, I got my phone in there. I'm coming down. I got you. I'm coming down. I'm not around.
That's an issue. All right. So
wait, before we go.
I'm coming right now. You're going to forget it. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah.
One thing I just want to say, last weekend, I already told Tom, I didn't get a chance to tell you guys, talked about it. So me and Minnie did get the news that Malcolm is officially autistic. He's on the spectrum. So we got his test back. So it was a rough day. Me and Minnie both kind of had like a little breakdown. It was a tough day. But going forward, now we know, like, now that he's gotten his official diagnosis and stuff like that, we'll be able to go forward and like get him the assistance he needs and all that kind of stuff. And so I just want I just want to let y'all know where we at with that.
No one's have to battle. Once you know, you good now.
That's why I'm still saying same thing like Tom. Like, at least it's great for us to have peace about, because before we were all just like, we don't know what's going on. And even now, like, it's gonna be the same thing. Like, we're gonna be there with them, keep praying for y'all. It's gonna be the same. Like, but I think it's good to even know, and that's mature too, just to be like, okay, let's accept this, let's process this. Okay, how do we move some steps forward? I think, hey man, we're gonna take one day at a time. Malk is Malk. Malk is always gonna be Malk. So
yeah, he's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
And we working on baby number 2.
Okay. Hey.
I'm working number one. I'm working number one.
Oh.
Hey.
What? Is that an official statement?
Well, we always having sex, so we always working on it.
Are you having sex and your wife is not on birth control?
I'm off birth control.
I didn't know. I don't know.
This is breaking news.
At the window? At the window again?
Hey, nah. This might be on Facebook. You might be trending.
Hey, chill out, bro.
You might be on Shade Room.
Actually, why my pussy trending on Facebook right now? What is going on?
Yeah, but that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Thanks for y'all being on the podcast. Thanks for all y'all prayers. Like, my dad isn't improving. He's like at 50% right now, breathing. So the main thing was his breathing. So if that's improving, that's a prayer answered. I appreciate it. We'll keep doing this every week. This week, I'm going to chop these up. Like, I really need to chop them up. At least just chop them up and put them up. But I'll let y'all know. But I really appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to keep doing this and keep it light. Just come up with some subjects and stuff. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all praise and support.
All right, love you, brother. Love you guys.
All right, love y'all. See y'all.
All right, bye.